Um. Uh. I'm trying to find the right words of what the hell just happened. Before I try to understand what the hell just happened, guys, this is already the greatest Champions League campaign ever. I don't know whether it's the whole knockouts thing or the COVID thing. This has been the most entertaining, dramatic, and incredible Champions League campaign ever. Or rather, no, this has been the best knockouts campaign we've ever seen. Another thing to announce. Anyone that says Uber Eats 20 years prison, Uber Eats no longer exists. I am not saying Uber Eats. It's done. League on. League on. Not League One. League on. I'm no longer saying that name anymore. They are now 100% called League on. We will dissect LEP. And don't worry, guys, I will send out the Hangout link very soon. But let me just ride with this. Then I will send out the Hangout link. Because, guys, this is going to be a long one. This is going to be this. We're in it for a long one. But let me just... You can't escape it. Okay, you know what, guys? Screw it. Why am I trying to escape it? He will be having nightmares tonight. He will be having nightmares tonight. He'll try not to. He'd want to deny it. He'll be having nightmares tonight. Now, I need people to maybe do your Googles, go to Wikipedia, and so forth. Has there ever been a bigger miss than that in a game of this magnitude? Oh my God. I'm just looking at the miss again. Not only was it a horrible miss, that changed the game. Sterling scores that 2-2. It's a different game. City either win it in 90 or they win it in extra time. So that was a pivotal moment in the game. And the worst thing was, as I said again, Sterling was the best player on the pitch. Before that miss, Sterling was the best player on the pitch. Wow. I mean, this is because, see, when I made the hashtag #OgReal, I didn't think it would be this real. I thought, okay, let's be real, but I was pumped up. I didn't think it would be this. This is the realest Champions League in history. Fact. I don't care what anyone says. Call me a reactionary merchant or anything. This is the realest Champions League in history. Let's now look at what's his face. Let's now look at LEP, because we must talk about Lyon and Garcia and so forth. But I want to begin with LEP. You're called LEP. LEP is in Class C. LEP is in Class C. LEP, and I'm going to call LEP tomorrow. I'll let LEP relax tonight. I'm calling LEP tomorrow. I'm calling LEP tomorrow, and I will post the video of my phone call with LEP that I will be doing tomorrow. LEP. This is a Champions League quarterfinal. Why the hell would you start De Bruyne in his weaker position? Why wouldn't you start De Bruyne in his strongest position? What happened to Bernardo Silva? What happened to Mahrez, is it worth, again, overthinking? But guys, I thought that one-off game, this wouldn't lead to this wouldn't lead to LEP overthinking. That one-off game, play your strongest team, strongest positions, strongest formation, strongest approach. That's what I assumed. That's what I assumed. But you now have De Bruyne playing on the flank. I'm in shock. I'm in shock because you obviously saw that, yes, City had the ball, they had possession and everything, but they were not really fully penetrating. Then if you penetrate into and everything, but what I don't understand about LEP is that for most of the season, for most of this season, for most of this season, you have played this a particular way. De Bruyne, number 10, driving through the middle. Sterling on the left, Mahrez or Bernardo Silva out on the right. And maybe you may even bring in Foden in there. That has been what they have been used to. Why the hell would you want to tinker in a Champions League quarterfinal? In these knockout games, this isn't the time to tinker. This isn't the time to experiment. You have to just be like, my strongest team will live and die by our strongest team. Go, let's roll. You have to give a shout out to Lyon. Lyon defensively were outstanding. They were outstanding defensively. Just one lapse in concentration, one little mistake, and obviously led to De Bruyne's goal. But it's the physicality, the tackling, the positioning, the discipline, the shape, the structure. They made it very difficult for Man City. They made it very difficult for Man City. And just the reading of the game, the reading of the passes, they made it super difficult. It was an absolutely outstanding performance by Lyon. Superb. Absolutely superb. All the more so that I have to stress this. Man City are second in the Premier League. Man City, it might have to be called the Elmere League. It might have to be called the Elmere League. Man City are second in the Premier League. Man City have spent about 3.5 billion. You see, I didn't want to go there. I didn't want to go there because you told me you destroyed football. That's what you told me. You told me you destroyed football. You said it to me. And Pepper said, cool. Cool. You destroyed, fine. It's an arrogant thing to say. It's pretty foolhardy, but cool. You destroyed football. Now, prove to me that you're that dude. You told me you destroyed football. Prove to me you're that dude because you have all the money in the world. You can buy anybody you want. You've got a supreme amazing squad. This is bad. This is bad for because the thing about this is that people can say, oh, LEP shouldn't be blamed for the styling miss. True, but we have to look at the bigger picture here. We don't even discuss the styling miss if you played your strongest team in your strongest position from the kickoff. Then you put yourself in a strong position. Because see, if Pep played his strongest team, strongest position, and so forth, and we saw that styling miss, I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. They did what they did, and they played well. It is what it is. You know, that miss was just crazy. But what the heck was that formation? What the heck was our lineup? When you because someone said on my Twitch stream that, oh, he was experimenting with the double pivot for the Bayern game. I pray to the Lord. I pray to the Lord that this dude wasn't experimenting against Lyon. I pray that this dude wasn't underestimating Lyon. I hope so. I'll be guys. I'll be real. I'll be okay. I'll be fully transparent with you. I'll be fully real with you guys. Remember, drop a like, guys. Drop a like. It's your boy. It's your boy Halfop. It's your resident football analyst, the greatest football analyst in the world. Mons, dear dog. It doesn't take you a moment. I'm gonna entertain you guys for the next 2-3 hours. I'm gonna talk. We're gonna have other guys in for the next 2 hours. We're gonna have a good old football discussion because there's a lot to break down here. But just I would truly, really, really appreciate it. I would really appreciate it if you drop a like. Just drop a like, drop a like, drop a like. Please, it only takes you a few seconds. And then it helps with the video and it helps with the support for this video to build up the channel. So please, please, please drop a like. It takes a second. Give you a second. Just drop a like, drop a like, drop a like. You see, this is bad. So for 4 Champions League editions, they've been knocked out in the quarterfinals. That's bad. Monaco, it was your first season, and that was a very good Monaco side. So I can let that slide. Liverpool, they did get to the final. So even if I'm like, they did get to the final, but you did get beaten at Anfield. Tottenham, I was like, no. Because that Tottenham side, nah. But people say, well, they still got to the final, but still, you had no business losing to that Tottenham side, which you were much better at. And this was your third season in. This is your 4th season. Your 4th season. And you lose to a team who are 7th in Lyon. This is LEP's worst loss. This is his most embarrassing. This is his most scathing. This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful. And I'm sorry, we have to ask the question, how good is LEP really? We have to ask the question. You've only won the Champions League when you had Messi. You've only been to the CL final with Messi. 3 years with Bayern Munich, 4 years with Man City, you have not sniffed the CL final. You've not sniffed a CL semi in 4 years. You've not sniffed a CL semi in 4 years. 4 years. But you said you destroyed football. You have all the money in the world, a supreme squad, the full backing of oil. But you said you destroyed football. People call you the GOAT, tiki-taka, the master, the supreme, one of the best coaches of all time. But you said you destroyed football. People put you above Mourinho. Who's Mourinho? Who's a loser? But you said destroyed football. I put my neck on them and said there is no way in hell Pep loses this game. Lyon? 7th best team in Ligue 1. 7th best team in Ligue 1. I said there's no way. There's no way. It ain't happening. It ain't happening. No way. Hell nah. No. It won't happen. Because Pep, as I said to you, because see, I was trying to be your friend. I said, no, Pep. Let me walk with you now. I'll walk with you. Because if you lose, I'll tear you open. Because Pep, I'm going to rip you apart for the next 3 hours. For the next 3 hours, I'm going to completely, totally dissect you. I warned you. Name's HH. It's what I do. I live this since 2010. Shout out to those who've been with me since 2010. This is what I do. It's what I do. I rip you open in the worst way possible. And I give you the chance to say, look, you know what? Just win. Pep, please. I'm begging you. Please. Just get the W. Please, for your sake. Because I know what I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of. So just to stop me, to stop that HH, to stop that HH from being unleashed, please win this game. Don't get him knocked up by Lyon. I'm begging you, please. I'm begging you, please. Eh? Kí ló ń ṣe? Say, please just win this game. But Pep, this is on you. What I'm about to do to you is on you. Because I'm about to go deep. And I'm going to say things that, you know what, it is what it is. But whatever I say, it's on you. Because I told you, I'm the goal of parental advisory. Parental advisory right now. Because I know, guys, I know they're coming on Hangout. Guys, let me ride. I need to solo this for a bit because I need to get in him right now. I need to get in that right now. But before I totally, completely rip Pep apart, because that's what I will do. I'm going to rip you apart. Give a shout out to Lyon, Rudy Garcia. Superb performance. See, whenever a manager, unlike LEP, manages, unlike LEP, and actually succeeds with lesser, unlike LEP, I'm going to give him a. Lyon had business winning this game, and the management from Rudy Garcia was outstanding. Outstanding management. They defended well, sussed out Man City, and to the best of their ability, and they were a vastly inferior team, to the best of their ability, they found a way to beat the press. How did they score this? How did they score the 2 goals? Those 2 goals was tactical preparation of this is the ball over the top and timing our runs to beat the press. Those are how those 2 goals were scored. And also, don't give me anything about that. That second goal was clean. Homeboy wasn't offside. Homeboy wasn't offside because unless he touched the ball, boom, he did not interfere with play. He was not offside. Now, the thing I thought was, was that a foul on, I think, was it Cancelo? But it didn't look like if it was a foul. It is what it is. Can't remember the third goal. So, but for Lyon, an outstanding performance. And see, that's what I like. What I love, what I always champion is how the inferior team can say what's up. Can you say what's up? Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many amazing players there are. Because look, we have Sterling, Jesus, De Bruyne, Laporte, Gundogan, like superstars. We don't have those dudes. 11v11 football, and that's the beauty of football. The beauty of football is that the team with the better players doesn't always win. That's the beauty of football. It's more complicated. It's far deeper. It's far more tactical. So that's clear there. De Bruyne, I felt that he showed up to the best of his ability. He G'd up. But my issue was this was the game that called for a Mahrez and Bernardo Silva, because I think things could have been different if at the very start you had either Bernardo Silva or Mahrez starting from the beginning. Things could have been very, very different. I'm going to talk about Sterling. I know what we're going to get deep, but let me talk about Sterling. Guys, don't worry. Send in your super chats. I will get to super chat. I've got all the super chats queued. I've got all the super chats queued. I will get to them right now. Don't worry. Let me just get this in, and I'll get to all of your super chats, bro. Guys, that's a bad miss. I don't even want to look at that miss again. That's a bad miss. That's a really bad miss. That's a really bad miss. You know, like that's where the game changed. 100,000%. Sterling scores that 2-2. City win the game. Either into extra time. And it's one of those things of because but obviously I will post my reaction on that I did on Twitch. But as the ball came across, I was already like, all right, 2-2. Because as I saw the goal, I was like, all right, boom. All right, he's there. Because it takes a second. So as the ball just went over, I was like, because for a split second, you can't believe it because you're so sure it's a goal. You're already accepting that it's a net. You're like, let me be real. Let me be real. I insult that my Nigerian friend for what he did against South Korea in 2010. There was a keeper there. It's an open goal. It was an open goal. You're 2-1 down. Deep in the second half, it's an open goal. I mean, that's bad. But guys, this is about Pep. Why is Pep the GOAT? Please tell me, why is the GOAT? You want to, okay, fine, let's do it. Let's run it. Let's run the flipping tape. Let's run this tape because people kept telling me this guy's better than Mourinho. That's what you kept telling me, he was better than Mourinho. That's what you kept telling me. Don't give me domestic titles. Don't you dare give me domestic titles. That means nothing to me. Those Champions Leagues you won, who was in your team? Messi was there. David Villa was there. Henry, Eto'o, Xavi, Iniesta, Pique Busquets, Pique. What did those guys do internationally? Can I get a 3? The core of the team that you used to win 2 Champions Leagues also formed the core of the team that's won 3 international titles. Can I get Euro? Can I get the Euro? Oh, can I get a sprinkle of that World Cup as well in South Africa? What did Uncle Mo do? You told me, you told me this dude was better than Uncle Mo. You told me he was better than Uncle Mo. That's what you told me. That's what you kept saying. You said Uncle Mo is trash. You said he's useless. You said he's finished. That's what you told me. Doesn't have the kind of money that Pep has. Doesn't have the ability to get the kind of players that Pep has. But you told me that he was better than Uncle Mo. Uncle Mo won a CL with FC Porto. Uncle Mo won a CL with a dude called Benny McCarthy as a striker. Did you hear what I said? Uncle Mo won a trophy with a dude called He won a CL with a dude called Benny McCarthy as a striker, and he won a treble with Inter Milan. They're still the only Italian team to ever win a treble. Who the hell did Inter Milan be having that team? Who? But you told me that he was better than Uncle Mo. That's what you told me. That's what you told me. Uncle Mo has won a CL with 2 different teams. What financial support did he have with FC Porto? Are you now going to tell me that Uncle Mo had better players than the team that Pep had? Everybody says Xavi is the best midfielder of his generation. Everybody says that Iniesta is one of the best midfielders of this generation. People call David Villa one of the most underrated strikers of all time. Oh my God, do we want to talk about peak Messi? Do you want to talk about peak Lionel Messi? Do we? But he's the GOAT. So you go to Bayern Munich. What did Bayern Munich do the season before? Because see, this is the trick. US Heinkes was old. Zimmer frame. He's useless. We don't want you anymore. Ageism. Pep is the new school. So Pep was supposed to come in and succeed where Jupp Heynckes failed. And Jupp was like, I'm sorry, you don't need me anymore. I'm old. I'm washed. I'm past it. Cool. This is my last season. They had the audacity to already announce Pep while Jupp Heynckes was still managing. The ingrates. How dare you? On your position, you know what? Credit to Jupp. Always the classy man. Fine. I'm just going to win a treble. I'll just win a treble and I'll just leave. Pep's better. I'll win a treble. I'll leave. So when Pep took over, a team that won the treble with a washed, old, useless retirement home loser called Jupp Heynckes. That's what he is. You told me. He's a loser. Pep is the new school. Jupp Heynckes is an old, washed fogey. You had to pick Lewandowski, pick Robin, Pick Ribery. This was a team that won the treble. Can I get at least a CL final? Can I please get a CL final? 1 year, cool. 2 years, okay. 3 years, oh. 3 years, you could have given me 1 CL final. But he's the GOAT. He destroyed football. Fine. So you go to Man City. You have oil money. Do you know what oil money is? Kids, oil money is the most cash you can have. I know people who are involved in oil. Okay? Oil money is a bottomless pit. The FFP are losers. I'm inducting the FFP, which means that, Pep, you can spend as much as you want, and you spent quadrillions on players. Four years, 4 seasons, 4 seasons, 4 seasons. You can't give me a CL semi-final berth. How much have you spent? The squad? Who's knocked you out? Monaco? Give you Liverpool. Tottenham? Lyon? This is your biggest L. This is your biggest L. You can't show off anymore. If you have any pride, you don't show your face for at least the next week. For at least the next week, don't you dare show your face. Lyon are 7th in Ligue 1. 7th. Siete. 7th in Germany. Sugio. Shout out to my Japanese people out there. 7th in the flipping Ligue 1. And you got liked. Guys, I don't want any excuses. Don't put this on Sterling. Sterling has to take some of the blame. Don't put it all on Sterling. You started a Champions League quarterfinal game with your best player out of his strongest position. You, Calypso, this is a one-off game. Maybe Pep thinks there's a second leg. Maybe Pep thinks there's a second leg. Pep, let me inform you. They decided because of COVID, it's a one-off game. There is no second leg. You are O-U-T. Out. You're going home. You're finished. Get your bags. Take your hairdryer. You don't have a hairdryer because you're bald, like me. Take your stuff the heck away from flipping Lisbon. My Portuguese beeps, please tell me, how do you say get the heck out of here in Portuguese? Please give a shout out. How do you say get the living heck out of here in Portuguese? Obrigado, that's the only thing I know in Portuguese. You're out. You're out. Guys, please be fair. You have insulted Uncle Mo. Keep that same energy. You people have called Uncle Mo finished, washed, and everything. Uncle Mo has tried to go to different places to manage. He has not had the kind of financial support that this man has had. He hasn't had the kind of players that this man has had. But you people keep saying Pep is amazing, Pep is cool, because he plays tiki-taka. You had 90% possession tonight. What was the score? What was the score? Do you not have a plan B? You don't have a plan C? What kind of manager are you? When if your plan A it doesn't work, you don't know what the heck to do. I need answers. And that's what we're going to try and find out in this hangout. Why would you, for your static lineup in a CL quarterfinal, not start with either Mahrez or flipping your boy, what's his face? With either Mahrez or your boy Bernardo Silva. Foden. Dude has been money. Why didn't you play him? I don't get it. What is this? Is this the dude that destroys football? Is it? Is this the dude that destroys football? This man. Because, guys, we're going to have to assess this as to how great is this man really? Oh, because he's won so many trophies. Okay. Wow. Cool. He's won the Bundesliga all those years. Okay. He got 100 points. Oh, cool. Wow. That's not how it works. That's how it works for you losers. You losers who sent the benchmark low. In my rule, I sent the benchmark high. If you're the GOAT, I don't care how many Carabao Cups you win. I don't give a damn about how many Premier Leagues you win. I don't give a damn about your FA Cups. I don't give a damn about your Bundesliga. I don't give a damn about your La Ligas. I don't give a damn about your Copa del Reys. Show me your damn CLs. You've got 2 CLs and a treble. Congrats. But I'm sorry. The team you had was a generational team. One of the best teams. And to show me that it was really down to you, win it with a lesser team. Whose achievement is greater? Mourinho's treble with Inter or Pep's treble with Barcelona? Which showed better management? Because you want to go deep? Oh, let's go deep. What happened to it? What happened in that 2009 semi? What was that? Oh, Chelsea had 5 penalties that weren't given. Oh yeah, the referee was paid. As for Inter Milan, what happened in the semi? Sergio Busquets gets Thiago Motta sent off. Down to 10 men. At your crib. You need to win by 2 clear goals. But Mourinho said, think we're done? Watch this. Thou shalt not pass. So I ask again for the audience, for the people, which was the better treble? Mourinho's treble or Pep's treble? Guys, I'm sorry, I'm exposing this dude right now. I'm going to expose this dude because for so long you insulted me, you abused me, you mocked me. You said, oh, but let's look at the record right now. This is a team that got 100 points. This is Kevin De Bruyne, all these dudes. And you can't get past the quarters in 4 seasons. 4 straight seasons. You can't get past the quarters. What? In 7 seasons. 7 straight seasons. You haven't gotten to the final? So Dortmund made the final in 2013, didn't they? They made the final in 2013, didn't they? They made the final in 2013. So that's one final. So my guy Klopp, Jurgen Klopp, he's made 3 finals in 2013. 2020. So what's that? That's 7 years. So in 7 years, he's made the final 3 times. In the last 7 years, he's made the final 3 times. In the last 7 years, Pep hasn't made a CL final in the last 7 years. Oh, Klopp made the final twice in the last 3 years. Oh, Klopp made the final with a Dortmund side of players that he pretty much found himself. But he's the GOAT. Guys, I told you, I don't want your apology. Screw your apologies, because I always knew I was right. I always knew I was right. And the thing with Pep, he's a very good coach. He's a really good coach. I said that. A really good coach, he's not a very good manager. Because management is win with Scunthorpe, win with scraps, win with scraps, win with an average team. Go to an average team and work with an average team. He can't work with an average team. That is the thing I'm going to tell you. Because people say, oh, do you know how good Lionel Messi is? Okay. Peak Messi. Home boy scored what, 70 goals a season? Do you know how good peak Iniesta was? Because see, that's people say, oh no, it was all about Pep. What about Del Bosque? Del Bosque had a team without Messi that's won 3 international trophies. And look at him. The core team are Barcelona players. So, and guys, I've put down the arguments here, and you just have to open your eyes. You can say, "Oh, no. But just look at what we've seen here. Is he really a good manager? Can he win with average players? Who the hell is Diego Milito? Who is Milito? Who the heck is he? Pandev? Who the heck is Pandev? Who is it? Stankovic? What the heck were Lucio and Samuel ever considered super defenders? Mourinho took a bunch of, apart from Eto and Snyder, most of those guys, after Mourinho left, nobody heard about them. After Mourinho, Diego Milito sells groundnuts under the bridge in Obalende. Go to Obalende. Diego Milito is now selling groundnuts. Pandev cleans shoes in Serbia. Go to the street, go to the local market in Serbia. I want my feet and my shoes cleaned. Pandev will do it for you free of charge. That's what Pandev cleans shoes. Milito is selling groundnuts right now. He's selling groundnuts right now. That's what happened when Mourinho left. Oh, when Pep left, oh, Hey, you can't say that because Pep was the only person who won a treble with Barcelona. So Pep and Mourinho are the same because Pep is the only manager who won a treble with Barcelona. 2015, Luis Enrique also won a treble. So, members of the court, members of the jury, this is what I've said to you right now. What were Inter Milan after Mourinho left? What did Inter Milan do after Mourinho left? After Pep left, Luis Enrique won a treble with that team. Not only did he win the treble, they won the treble far more convincingly than they did under Pep. Because I'm sorry, people look at that. That Champions League semi is the most scandalous theft in football history. That was theft. Hence why, you know what? You want me to be real? You want me to be real? Guys, let's be real. Drop a like. Before I remember, guys, if you've just joined in for this Pep extermination, please drop a like. Everyone just take a minute, drop a like. Because guys, we're going for 4 hours. we're going for 4 hours. Please drop a like. Mods, give me that like. Give me that like. Give me that like. So what's I about to say? So, oh gosh, but I don't know my train of thoughts. So you see, Pep. Let's see. Oh, you want me to be real? I'm not giving you that 2009 CL. Based on what happened in that semi, because you know what it was? UEFA didn't want the same final 2 years in a row. Chelsea were going to score. Of course, Chelsea were going to score. Of course, they were. But it was rigged. It was rigged. I'm not giving you that flipping semi. I'm not giving you that CL. So that CL you won isn't clean. The one that Luis Enrique won, that's as clean as a whistle. Because that MSN team obliterated every team in their path. That has to, for me, I said that's perhaps one of the most convincing Champions League runs in history. That's MSN Champions League run. Those guys absolutely tore every team apart. The second closest is the 2013 Bayern side. But those guys ripped every team apart. So if the 2015 treble is cleaner than the 2009 treble, how good is this dude really? And should this dude be given much more of a bigger dub than what Mourinho did with an Inter Milan side who had lesser players than that Barcelona side? Yo, guys, stop me if I'm speaking too many facts. You know, like there's too much truth fire coming up, man. I've got to take some water, baby. Let's take some super chats, man. Don't guys, I'll send out the link, man. I'll send out the link. Let's take some chats. Let's take some super chats, man. Let's see what my guys are saying, man. Oh my god. So Los Colchoneros. I destroyed football. No CL final in a decade. It's messed up, man. Just besting. LL Ligue 1 finally rises. I'm getting my French final. Relax. We're not getting a French final. Relax, bro. Relax. Olal Oyet says, surely Pep can't get away with this one. Olal, if you were here, he ain't. I am not, and I am not allowing him to get away with this one, man. Miss B Nation, I don't know, HH, why did you trust Pep so much? I did not believe that I didn't believe Pep was really going to lose to Lyon. I didn't foresee it. Okay, but I didn't think that for 4 years you're going to go out in the quarterfinal. I didn't think you were going to lose to the 7th best team in Ligue 1. I didn't believe that. Doug says, Uber Eats destroyed football. Nope. Ligue 1 destroyed football. Please say it's right. From henceforth, it's not Ligue 1. RDZ 717, standard circumcision delivered via Uber Eats. Via Ligue 1. Via Ligue 1. Come on, man. Via Ligue 1. Mr. Tipso9, Man City has gone trophyless. Yes, they have. Don't you dare count that piece of crap called the Carabao Cup. They have gone trophyless this season. Daniel Henkel, Jesus and Sterling bottling the big stage. Jesus did not bottle. Jesus did not bottle. Jesus played well. So relax. Jesus played well. Jesus did not bottle. Sterling, that is a horrible miss. That is a horrible miss. The real deal. No shock. All teams with the rest won easily. COVID 2020. So I remember really you were saying this, that all the teams with rest. Yeah, Leipzig rested. Thingy rested. Maybe. But real deal, that is no excuse. Don't you dare use it as an excuse for this dude. Don't you dare do it, man. I'm sure Lyon needs to play tabla on Pep's head. What do you mean by tabla? What do you mean by tabla? Or you want them to reunite? If Messi and Pep reunite, that would be a weak move. From Mal Gubnu Wassom, we listened to you this past week, writing off their only true icon, Kun Aguero, hat-trick versus Bayern, Brazil versus Barca. Gabriel is awful, not a striker. Man, give me an effing break, man. Don't put this on flipping Jesus. Aguero wouldn't have done anything different. Aguero was a perennial failure in Europe. Don't put this on him, man. Relax. Storch, Sterling, Luther, King's PR team will go in overdrive. Wait, what does this have to do with his racial thing, man? Look, the guy missed a flipping open goal. It is what it is. It was horrible. From Ajuj 2000, man. Messi to City or Pep to Barca. Anyway, Bayern won. Most likely Messi to City. Barcelona are a mess. They're a mess right now. So most likely Messi to City, which would be crazy. Anthony Gonzalez, who's your pick now? Bruv, Relax. I do have no idea. I have no idea. After the results after the event results, I have no flipping idea. From Carol N. God, I love when these Sky Sports and BT Sports partners were like, Man City is the only team that can beat Bayern. And what happens? Man City just got beat by a Farmers League team. Brilliance, karma money. I remember it was what's his face? Rio Ferdinand was saying, oh my gosh, like Man City will basically exploit the Bayern Highland with the speed and all that kind of stuff. No chance, baby, no chance. Natsa, Pep shall not escape. Natsa, make sure, I'm going to send out the link very soon, Natsa. I want you on this flipping hangout because I need you to explain us what the hell just happened, bro. So Natsa, please, I need you on the hangout. I'm even sending the link like this now. Martin Rosario, can't wait to hear Sean spin the crap on Pep. Matt said bad. This is from, he's called, what's his last name? Lon Lolch. Lon Lolch right from now on. Your name is now called Lon Lolch. Buddha Sumps. You should stop calling Ligue 1. Oh, no. Yeah. You should stop calling the Ligue 1 the UPS. Yes, I just announced that. From henceforth, it's going to be called Ligue 1. It is called Ligue 1 from henceforth. Andrew Laurie. When will we see a 24-hour stream? Bro. If ever there was a time to do a 24-hour stream. Martin Rosario. Sterling's miss worse than ... HH. Yes, it is. It's worse. Because Sterling was closer. It was an open goal. Just Beston. F City. Dembele has more CL iconic moments than Zad. Just Beston, can you get off Zad? Leave him alone. Leave the man alone and stop bullying a grown man. From Trudari 1 to 3, Mo would have won with 3 different teams if he wasn't unlucky versus Ban on penalties back in 2012. Bro, Mourinho was very unlucky. And we've even, penalties has nothing to do with the manager. It has nothing to do with the manager. So, man, guys, if we look deeply at these narratives between these players, man, I mean, let's be real. Andrew Laurie, Pep bottled 2012 semi versus 10-man Chelsea with no JT. Bro, yeah. Look, that is still one of the most shocking games, man. 10-man thingy team, and he couldn't do nothing. From Carl N. Here is an extra £5. Please upgrade your internet because your service provider is a brick. Look, man, it is what it is, man. I'm trying my best with Sky, man. But thank you for the job, man. Thank you for the upgrade, man. Thank you for the upgrade. I will try an upgrade, bro. Thank you, man. From Leyenda 303, thank you for the supercharge. First time since '96 with no English-Spanish teams in the semis, bro. And it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing because what I like is our surprises, nice surprises. From Mohammed Marjan, ... better than Sterling. Yes, he is. Yakubu better than Sterling. Yes, he is. Yes, aside, Maurizio Pellegrini needs to be respected. Semis. Yeah, man. Let's keep it real, man. Yeah. You know, Pellegrini has done better than Pep. Just listen, please look at Mbappe's tweets. Also, Pep wing. Okay, I will look at Mbappe's tweets, and a wing for Pep, that's a bit harsh. From Toby Olumokere, man, this life no balance. What the F? Anyone can win now. I beg, go. Now so. Oh man, this anyone could carry this cup, man, guy, man. Primera Marmot, not just LEP's fault. City are just trash. Don't you dare do that. See, it's comments like those that piss me off. So you're saying that, how is this team? So you're telling me that this team is worse than Lyon? Is that what you're not trying to tell me that, oh, they're so crap? No, don't put it on him. No, because yes, Sterling missed an open goal. You picked a lineup where your strongest player, De Bruyne, was played out of position. That's madness. That is madness. From Mohammed Marjan, Foden was a fetus last time LEP was in a CL final. Bro, you see, because the thing about this is that the CL is what proves to me that you're that dude. Okay? The seal is what proves to me that you're that dude. So whatever you do domestically is irrelevant. It is completely and utterly irrelevant. It will always, always be about what you do in the elite competition against elite teams. That is what that is. It's always what you're going to be judged by. That's what. So you saying that, oh my gosh, look at all the domestic trophies and so forth. I couldn't give a crap what he does in the Premier League. You EPL merchants can give a crap about 100 points. Cool. I live in the elite. Show me a World Cup. Show me the Euros. Show me the Nations Cup. Show me the Copa America. Show me the CL. Domestic Cup is, do you know what domestic stuff is? It's training. It's important because it's training. Domestic competitions are for training. I want to see the best against the best in the highest level of competition and see who fits in the highest level of competition. But guys, so we have 2 Bundesliga sides. Do you know how beautiful this is? This is the beauty. Premier League, La Liga, Premier League, La Liga, Premier League, La Liga. After all that talk and all, see, I still believe that La Liga is still the best league in terms of quality. But after all that stuff, after everything, we have 2 Bundesliga sides and 2 so yeah. No way. Guys, I think Mbappe watches. Guys, I think Mbappe actually watches the football. Oh my god. Mbappe just said Farmers League. Ha 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 ha. I'm going to retweet that. I'm sorry. I'm going to retweet that. Oh no, man. Shout out to your boy, just bested, man. That is hilarious. Oh. Oh, oh wow. No longer Farmers League. No longer Uber Eats. Henceforth, Lyon. Henceforth, Lyon. I apologize. I humbly apologize. That is hilarious. Oh, that is hilarious, man. Oh man, that is hilarious, man. But yeah, no. Look, I mean, wow. Based on the insult, the abuse, and everything, basically, I can't. Afterwards, I can't wait to look at ESPN FC. Oh, I cannot. I was watching ESPN FC last night, and so basically, and they were basically previewing the game, and then what's it called? The female presenter, I think she's called Kate. She said, "Oh, assuming that Man City goes, okay, easy, okay." But look, that's how she talks. I can't do a female accent, but she'll say, "Assuming that Man City go through, who do you think will do better between Man City and Bayern?" That's my female thingy. And then Frank Leboeuf said, whoa, wait a minute. Why are you assuming that Man City will go through? Like, don't you think that Lyon have a chance? I cannot wait to see what Frank Leboeuf says. I cannot wait to see what, because see, this wasn't just, they didn't steal this win. This was a 1,000% deserved win. 1,000% deserved win. From Mohammed Marjam says, LEP has officially joined Setien. Bro, never would I have imagined Pep Guardiola gracing the hallowed walls of the Brick Academy, man. Never. Like, literally never. Never would I have, I mean, oh. I mean, no, but guys, man, it's, oh no, what's it? I know I was wrong. Like, I don't think you've heard me here. Not for a second did I believe they would lose to Lyon. I was like, no. First of all, and credit me, that is not a great team. They have no players there. So I thought there is no way. But you see, this is why I say like Pep has to shoulder the blame. Why would you? Okay, someone in the live chat said, why would you start with that lineup? Just tell me. Why would you start with that lineup? No. Go. Guys, I will send the link in 3 minutes. We're just going to harass this hour. The link will come through in 3 minutes. I've got it in here. The link will come in 3 minutes. All I say is that for Pep or LEP, you starting with that lineup makes no sense. It makes no flipping sense. Knicks, get the heck out of here, bro. Knicks, get the heck out of here. Get the heck out of here, bro. No, look, guys, I'll bring you guys in. Relax, chill. But guys, look, man. Just to round off before I bring in the peeps, man. This is This is a great night for football. Because people have always complained that, it's the same teams, it's always the same teams, blah, 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 blah. But this, guys, this has to rank as one of the best champions in the knockout stage. If someone can tell me a more exciting, dramatic, entertaining, just wonderful, joyous champions knockout stage, I will love to know. Please tell me a better Champions League knockout stage than this one. I would love to know. From Mohamed Marjan. From Premier Marmot. Induct the Premier League. Yes. Well, induct the Premier League. I think let's put them under review. Let's put the Premier League under review. Let's put them under review. But let me think about Syria is already in classing 100%. Just besting. United are carrying England in Europe. City, CFC, Arsenal, crap. Just besting. If you dare compare the Europa League to the CL, I will slap your face again. I will give you one hot slap. Don't you dare bring the bloody Europa League to the CL discussion. We'll deal with the Europa League tomorrow. We'll deal with that tomorrow because we're doing a post-match tomorrow on the Europa League. Mohamed Marjan. LEP has officially joined sets. Oh, yeah. I've read that. All right, let me bring in the boys, man. Let me bring in the boys. All right, guys. Let's us hang out. So Guardiola is trending. No, that tweet is hilarious, man. That tweet is hilarious, man. That tweet is too funny, man. No, look, man. I mean, so we now have so we have 2 Bundesliga sides and basically 2 Bundesliga sides and 2 Uber Eats sides, man. I think that's amazing. That is truly amazing, man. All right, let's get all the peeps in, man. Okay. Based on what has happened, it is only right that this guy speaks. And I am terrified by what this guy is about to say. Abdullahi, take it away.
I told you, bro.
Abdullahi, please be kind. All I beg of you is to please be
I
kind.
swear to God Almighty. I swear to God Almighty. Pep Guardiola is in trouble tonight. He is in fucking trouble. I swear to God Almighty. Pep Guardiola is fucking trouble tonight. I bet I sleep well tonight. I better Manchester City fans and Pep sleep well tonight. Pep Guardiola is in fucking trouble. He is in serious mess tonight. He is. He is in serious mess. People said I have an agenda. What kind of fucking agenda do you have with Pep Guardiola? You guys spend 1 billion stuff for Manchester and you never even break the Champions League semi-final. That is stupid. That is rubbish for me. He is the best manager. What kind of fucking best manager in the world he is? Tell me. What manager he is that they can't even break? He can't even enter the Champions League semi-final. We keep giving Pep an excuse. This, that. Really? What kind of excuse is that? What excuse is that? Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus, Henderson Moraes, Bernardo Silva, Riyad Mahrez. Look at those players he bought. Kevin De Bruyne. Look at those players he bought, and he still can't even win. You can't even go to the Champions League final. Even Douglas doesn't even go to the semi-final. People say, my agenda against Pep is not even being the best. He overthinks too much as a manager. You play Kevin De Bruyne as a wing. Really? What is Riyad doing on the bench? Bernardo Silva is there. What are those two players? What are they doing on the bench? We need to question Pep Guardiola's tactic himself. We need to question him himself. I don't blame Man City fans getting pissed off with him. When would they get pissed off? He only won the Champions League in what year? 2008 or 9? When? That was in Barcelona era. When you have Lionel Messi, Xavi Hernandez, and Andres Iniesta. That's it. Since then, it's been flop. It's been utter flop. So I told you, regarding the Pep Guardiola's boss, City will win this. I told you, do not put your money. Don't ever put your money on Pep Guardiola and Manchester City. They will give an attention.
Wait.
That's Pep Guardiola for you.
Wait. Let me ask you this. Wait. Let me ask you this. Wait, easy. Who should be blamed more, Pep or Sterling? No. Abdullah, who should be blamed more, Pep or Sterling?
Pep Guardiola for me. Pep Guardiola for me. For me. Because yes, Sterling missed those chances, but look at Pep tactics. Look at Pep tactics for me. Look at his tactics. You play Kevin De Bruyne on the wing instead of playing in the midfield. Why?
Okay. Wait, Natsaf, I applaud you for coming in here as a Man City fan and so forth. I'm sure that you must be going through it and everything. So before I ask you specific questions, tell me your raw emotions right now, sir.
Yeah, I don't know what to say, but when you talk about just the club, but forget about Pep. Yeah, it's tough just not being able to make it past the quarterfinals 3 years in a row, with arguably one of the most expensive managers to bring into a club, and the amount of money you spent is tough. So I have a whole segment for Pep though, if you allow me.
Okay. So no, but so before you get to that section there, who do you? No. Bev, question. What do you think his thinking was with that starting lineup? If you're to enter his Pep said, what do you think his thinking was in terms of how Lyon play? Why do you think he went for that starting lineup?
He said, okay, if I'm trying to enter into his head, the wide players, he was scared of leaving himself exposed while he's trying to attack. That's why he started with the back five with Walker, with the Garcia and Fernandinho in centre back. So if I'm gonna try to enter his mind, I would say about Lyon are not a great side, so why would you do that? They're seventh in the league. If you play your game, you're surely gonna get a goal or two to be in the lead. And if they pose a threat, you can actually during the game you can make adjustments to like he did against Real Madrid. He made adjustments during the game. When he needed to defend, he defended. So I just don't understand why he did that. I can't get into his head and see why he did that. He's always done it. So we said that he might not actually overthink in these games, but he's just proved everybody wrong. Let's just be honest.
So who do who do you blame more for the loss? Do you blame Pep or do you blame the Sterling for the miss?
No, I don't blame Sterling because the thing is, I blame Sterling for the miss, but I've already said Sterling is like one of the most overrated players that has played for Manchester City. So I don't rate Sterling that much anyway. So I'm not really surprised he's missed that. But the bigger picture is Pep Guardiola. The bigger picture is about Pep Guardiola because why the way he set up, is the reason we've lost. Because the game might not have been in that situation if we actually played the way we should have played in the beginning. So, I do owe apology to a lot of people. That actually, the thing is, with Pep.
Okay. But I wanna, but let me just have some super chat. Then I wanna ask you something specifically. So Just Person says that what will you do if Lyon beats Bayern and win the CL? I will do the post-match stream while doing a handstand. So So from Amos K, Pep didn't want to ruin his reputation, so he had to let Lyon face Bayern. Genius. So would it have ruined his reputation if he had lost to Bayern? No, I don't think this. This is a worse. This is much worse to his reputation than if he had lost to Bayern in the semi. So Natsa, Pep Guardiola, where do you stand on Pep? 4 seasons now. Where do you stand on Pep?
Oh my god! The thing is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you hear me? Yeah. The thing is with Pep, as a City fan, that firstly was very important for us to actually be very good domestically. So domestically was very important for us, and we've done that. So it was very hard for me just to say, "Oh, sack Pep" or "get rid of him," or it's very hard. So, and I don't think the board would actually sack him. He would just leave himself if he by the end of his contract. But I would say that Pep, he needs to actually look into himself and the way he looks into the game, because many managers, if you look at Nagelsmann for example, the way he set up, he's not setting up just for him to get absolutely bomb rushed by Atletico. He's setting up to attack at the same time. He's shown courage in defense. Pep today showed that he doesn't believe in the way he plays today. Because if he actually believed in the way he plays today, he would actually set up in a way where he could attack and defend at the same time. Because you seen in the beginning, we were dominated in the first half. The way we were getting dominated, even possession-wise, we were getting dominated. And he realized that, and that's why he made Morris change. Like, why would you not start with the best team that you've been playing the whole season in a big game? And it's against Lyon. It's not against Bayern Munich. I would then if he actually did against Bayern Munich, because Bayern Munich is a very, very dangerous team. But it's Lyon. Bloody hell, man! I can't defend this guy anymore. The thing, I've been trying to defend him because he's been so successful with us, but 3 seasons and you've bottled it in the quarterfinals. It's just unacceptable.
Okay. Let's get some other guys in here. So, Trudari says, "What happened to BDCO? He's still around. He was here yesterday. He's still about." So Sean C, man, talk to me, man. What the hell? When it went down, man? Who is to blame for what the hell happened?
I think you just have to blame Pep, really, don't you? Because there's no way after spending all that money, all these top players, and he hasn't got to one Champions League semi-final. To me, that is a disgrace. And I feel it's a bit harsh to go completely all in on Pep because he clearly is a top manager. To me, there's no kind of doubt on that. But to be an elite manager, would he be able to achieve what he's achieved with another team in the Premier League, say an Arsenal or a Tottenham, a team that hasn't got the most money to spend, a team that hasn't got the highest wage bill in the entire league? He can often spend his way out of trouble. He's spent more on his defense than what Klopp has spent on his entire team. To me, that's ridiculous. And it's he clearly, if you get him the perfect players, he can achieve great things, especially.
But does that make a great manager if you always need the perfect players?
I think it makes him a good manager and a top manager, but not an elite manager. I believe if you look at Jose in his prime, Fergie, Klopp, they could achieve what they've achieved with many different teams. Whereas Pep has to have the best team in that league all the time.
Okay. Wilson, man, talk to me, man.
Oh,
Thoughts? What the hell happened, bro?
Man City bottle it. I've said, bro. Man City, yeah, just clowns. I'm not even surprised that they lost that game. Man City a clown. Yeah, y'all beat us in the round of 16. But let's be real, y'all beat us because of around 2 mistakes. Y'all should have scored more goals in that game. That game kind of showed me what type of team Manchester City are. Y'all should have beat us like 6-1 or even 7-1, to be honest with you. But anyway, today, Pep, what the hell was that lineup? Why wasn't Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva or Ryan Mahrez on the left when the Pep? You are a clown, bro. I'm starting to think that maybe Zinedine Zidane needs to come to Manchester City and help them win a Champions League themselves, man. Because, like, my God, but double I did warn you though that Lyon was gonna beat Manchester City. I just don't trust Pep. I don't like Pep. I don't rate Pep. Pep he's a domestic league merchant. That's what he is. He's a domestic merchant. You give him the good, like you spent $3.5 billion. You still can win one Champions League. But for the people that keep on saying La Liga and Premier League's a farmers league, it doesn't make sense. You can't compare Champions League to league play. It doesn't make sense. Spurs won the Champions League last season. Does that mean they're a big club? No. Like sometimes the trash team in the Champions League goes to the final. But anyway, Ryan Sterling Curry, I think is done.
Wait, no. We'll get to Sterling. Sterling is a separate topic
Like,
in and of itself. Let's just talk about your overall emotions of the match. So, King Darian, man, talk to me, man. Emotions on the game, man.
Yeah, Church. LEP is the most overrated manager in the world. I mean, how can you not start Bernardo Silva in this game? No Riyad Mahrez. You got Kyle Walker playing in the back three. This guy could really control the ball. In the back three, you need to cover the space. Kyle Walker cannot play in the back three. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's over for this guy, Pat, man. I mean, can this guy be that arrogant to think he could just walk over Lyon? And EHH, I gotta say this, EHH. You gotta put respect on Serie A, man. At least Juventus won that game. As an Inter fan, I gotta keep it real. At least Juventus won that game.
No, don't try to be Darren, man. You see, Serie A and the Premier League and La Liga need to just, for at least the next week, Premier League, La Liga, Serie A, for the next week, but just in respect.
What does Champions League have to do with league play, though?
For respect, no. Just be respectful, please. Just for the next week.
I want to say, one thing. How come, right? When Man City were 1-0 down in the second half, Pep Bricked has 5 substitutions to make, right?
Mm-hmm.
How much did he make in this entire game? 2.
Oh, I can't. I think he made 2. I think
he brought on. I think.
He brought on Mahrez.
He brought on somebody else.
Yeah, how many goals did he make?
Well, I got match report. Hold on, events. He brought on Silva.
Yes. He brought on Silva and Mahrez. Yeah, I think he made 2. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, he only made 2 substitutions.
And you could tell this team needed something else going forward. This guy's done, man. Go to Barcelona B or something, man.
Okay, eye test, man. Talk to me, man. What the hell happened in this game, man?
Bro, it's time to go. Manchester City need to sack Pep Guardiola tonight.
Whoa. Yo, we're losing you. We're losing you. Eye test, we're losing you. We're losing you. Okay. I think we lost him. So guys, there's one more space. There's one more space in there. We lost our homeboy. Stodge, talk to me, man. Talk to me, Stodge.
Yeah, this was a crazy game. First and foremost, I'd like to say, I think Suicide Watch. They need to keep an eye on Pep tonight because that was a crazy performance by him. He absolutely choked. And Guardiola, the man that destroyed football, but I think now he should change his name to AKA LEP. He's failed in the quarterfinals for the 3rd consecutive year.
Four.
You know what's funny? Oh, it's 4th consecutive year where he got knocked out in the quarterfinals. And it's always funny after he knows that he has no chance. There's this one image that's now synonymous with LEP. It's when he starts drinking. He takes a sip from his bottle of water, on the bench as the match is over when they scored the third goal. And I've seen that for 4 consecutive years. And he just and he knows the game's over. And it's incredible because this is a man that spends almost $1 billion on players. The man has spent like close to 400 million on defenders. And people just keep on making excuses for him how trash the defenders are. Why is the question not why is he signing so many trash defenders? You're spending all this money on trash. You know, clearly he can't set up a defense. And this game also showed me something. I already knew that Guardiola had difficulty dealing with pressure and anxiety. But initially I thought perhaps just because he's facing good teams. But what today proved to me when I saw his lineup against Lyon, this man has serious issues with dealing with pressure. He played a back 5 against Lyon, a team that...
Let me ask you this. Why do you think he does this? Because we were all saying that one-off game, surely you can't overthink in a one-off game. Strongest team, strongest side, let's go. If we lose, we will lose. But strongest team, strongest side, there is no space to overthink because it's just one game, not 2 legs. Why do you think this man feels the need just to over complicate things and not just play his strongest side, strongest formation, strongest strategy?
Do you know why? Even when he was at Bayern, he did that clown stuff against Barcelona. It's because deep down inside, no matter how much he says he destroyed football, no matter the persona he gives the audience, and he doesn't have a good poker face, by the way, you can always tell when he's nervous. He doesn't believe in his style and he doesn't believe in the players. That's why he played a back 4. That's why he played 2 DMs. That's why he stuck De Bruyne on the wing. He doesn't trust them and he doesn't trust his own system. Listen, it's funny how all of a sudden when it's the quarterfinal, tiki-taka goes out the way. Today they were playing around, majority of the game was just long balls over the top. What happened to your style, Guardiola? What happened to the quick flowing football? What happened to De Bruyne in the middle where he's creating chances? 5 at the back. And what baffled me even more is they played a guy that wants to leave, who's not that good. I haven't seen much of him, Garcia. He wants to leave the club and you start him. He's just a kid. He's an amateur, no experience, and you start him.
The thing is, it's just because when you seen that he's playing long balls up over the top, it's because if Pep doesn't have these midfielders, for example, David Silva and De Bruyne picking up teams and finding these key passes, it looks hopeless. We look like a sideways football team, like Louis van Gaal when he was managing United. That's how it's been feeling like when we're trying to open up teams that have been going 5 at the back and then just parking the bus against us. We haven't found any ideas. Same thing when we played Arsenal. He hasn't got prime David Silva anymore to pick up these passes anymore, and then it looks absolutely hopeless in the attack. So he needs players. He needs those great players to play his style. Otherwise, it looks hopeless.
Okay, so wait. Let me just hit the super chat. So Sean Walsh, oh my God, I used to defend this man, Fraudiola. Wow.
Hey,
Wow.
Wow.
Wait. Let's let everyone have some talk. So Yasser Said, man, talk to us, man. What the hell happened, bro? Said? Okay, all right. We'll come back to you, man. Samuel, man, talk to me, man. What the hell happened, man?
Bro, I'm gonna go in. Oh my word!
Why do Liverpool fans revel in this man's misery? I thought I was the only one that does this.
No. Do you know why? Do you know? There's a reason why. Because for years I've actually respected not Klopp Pep for what he did with that Barcelona team. But it was just the arrogance that people, especially his fans, were saying that he's the best in the world, best of all time, best of this and best of that. And I was actually looking at it thinking, compare him and Klopp. Pep has had the best teams with all the money. Klopp has had to build it up from scratch. I've never seen Pep build up a team from scratch with hardly any money.
Klopp is a masterclass.
Say again?
No, I said Klopp is the best manager in the world. There's no doubt.
Yeah, he clearly is. It's clearly is now. But obviously, I'll get into it a lot more later on. But my goodness, I know I said Man City will win the in the past stream, but it was only because I was using reverse psychology. I didn't want them to win at all.
No.
No. I was using reverse. You
That's
actually
my
want Man City to
trick,
win.
man.
But anyways, as I was saying, people were talking about Man City might get knocked out in the last 16. And in the back of my mind, I always knew that the last 16 wasn't Man City's problem. It's the quarterfinals when they are expected to win, when they are the clear favourites. Monaco, Liverpool, Tottenham, now Lyon. And I also knew that Lyon.
They win when they're favorites in the Premier League, or is it that the Champions League somehow higher maybe a team of a different culture changes the facts?
With the Champions League, there's something so different about the Champions League that there's actually needs experience. Experience comes into the Champions League. Now, one thing I had to give credit to PSG for, because they had this hump that they couldn't get over for years, and they actually got over the hump. They were facing near elimination. However, they finally got over that. Man City have never had that, where they faced
No, we have.
When?
Pellegrini, we've made it to the semi-final.
Pellegrini. I'm talking about
it's just a combination. It's just a combination of Pep being a very overthinking manager, and then us not.
Wait. Let someone talk. We can't have talk at the same time.
I know what you're saying. Trust me, I know what you're saying. But I'm mainly talking about with Pep, because this team has never really had a near elimination where they had to get over. They had to work for it in the Champions League. They've actually had it easy. Now, this was the first time where they actually had Real Madrid, a good team. They got over that. However, the quarterfinals is always the problem. Why does Pep always want to overthink? Why did Pep want to go toe to toe with Lyon? Why did Pep want to give Lyon respect? I don't understand that. Like, seriously, Pep, you've got probably, people can argue, the best team in the world. Why are you giving Lyon respect? That is absolutely, and this is why I always say, Pep, you are at fault for the loss. Now, I know Sterling made probably the miss of the decade.
We'll get there. But just general thoughts on the whole game.
With Pep and Man City as a whole, it's just that the Champions League, they get frightened of the big stage. They're frightened of the big stage. There's not really any pressure with the Man City fans to win the Premier League, because with the Champions League, with the Man City fans, they don't really care. Well, with most Man City fans, they don't really care about the Champions League. And when they get into that stage, quarterfinals, they seem to crumble. And it's all down to the manager, Pep, because he overthinks, he doesn't trust, he doesn't go by his style. I'll say that and we'll move on.
Okay, Yasser Said, man. Talk to me, man.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. We can hear you.
So like I feel like a lot of people touched on it, but the point I want to make is that did Pep Guardiola knew what a lot of people in the world knew, that the fact that Man City's defenders were actually, they're terrible. I think he knew that, and I think that's what feared him the most, that he couldn't trust his defenders. Hence why he played in 5 in the back. But then again, what everybody and me and everyone in this hangout cannot understand is you fear Lyon's attack. I'm gonna give credit to Lyon. They did their job. They did well, but I don't get why you don't play your game. Why don't you play your best team? Why don't you play your, you know what I mean? Like, if at the end of the day, if Pep Guardiola and Manchester City, if they get knocked out playing their football, playing their best version of their team, then it's one thing. But to play 3 in the back, to play only 2 players up top with Sterling and Gabriel Jesus, with Mahrez on the bench, I think he played De Bruyne on the wing in the first half, and De Bruyne's best position is a 10. It didn't make any sense. And then you already knew I think the game was ended in the first half. Like that first half, it was for me. I think that's where the game ended because for me that gave Lyon so much confidence. They went up 1-0 and there was 1-0 in the break, and then it just gave Lyon like, hey, you know what? Even if this team scores, we can score. You know, they fear us. And that's the worst thing you could do to any team, especially if a team that's a quote unquote underdog. I mean, Pep Guardiola. I mean, he's. Then again, did we overrate this team, the Manchester City team? Let's be real though. This team has lost more games than Arsenal. This team got knocked out in Arsenal in the FA Cup semifinal.
So who is to blame? Is Pep to blame or is the team to blame?
I believe it's two. I feel like Pep Guardiola has been overrated, and I think there's individual players in this Manchester City team that have been overrated, i.e. Sterling and Ederson, the goalkeeper. He was absolutely horrendous. Laporte, I mean, for people to say he's up there with Van Dijk, I mean, come on, guys. Like, let's be realistic here now. That guy, man, he's a decent center back at best, in my opinion.
Okay. So wait, let me just hit some of these super chats and then I'll come to LB. So, Just Besson says Memphis posted laugh now, cry later before Saints hit a game. Ha! All right. Alex One says, but look, and speaking of even Memphis, man, bro, you have to use him better. The whole thing of him used as a lone striker didn't really work, but they won the game. So who am I to say? Alex One says LEP needs to give up coaching. Whoa. Only job fits for him now is to become the new underwear washer at the Brick Academy. My Lord in heaven, LEP, you are gonna get ripped open tonight, but it is what it is, man. You brought this upon yourself. George Lyle, City said we won F4. How the tables have turned. So obviously, yeah, that's from George Lyle, Liverpool fans. So City guys saying that Liverpool didn't win anything. How the tables have turned. Man, the tables have turned hugely. Arju 00, the mistake equals assuming 100 million Premier League players are worth it. Premier League is looking really fun in the lights right now. Really fun in the lights because you look at just the hype of the Premier League, the hype of the team, how expensive this team is compared to Lyon. Disgraceful. LB, man. Thoughts on the game, man?
Yeah, a lot of people are pointing the finger at Pep, pointing the finger at Sterling. I do blame Pep. He's had the opportunity on a number of occasions to get into the final, and no better opportunity than playing against Lyon today. With all due respect, but no, he's failed again. And I'm just what Samuel said earlier in regards to Pep and how everyone was so fixated on him when he was with Barcelona. I second everything that Samuel just said. You know, he had a quality side in Barcelona with, you know, probably one of the best shows in the world in Messi, Iniesta, and Xavi, and not to mention how UEFA always sort of favoured them. And then he was exposed in Bayern Munich. To be fair to him at Bayern Munich, I know he got into 3 consecutive semi-finals. If you look at the opposition in which he played in those 3 games, we had a hungry Real Madrid side who was well overdue for La Decima. They hadn't made the final of the Champions League in about 10, 12 years. I understand that it was very hard to stop that Real Madrid side, but losing 4, I don't know about that. 2015, the MSN trio, and not to mention the injuries in which Guardiola had for Bayern Munich didn't really help. 2016, that was his best opportunity. I know Muller's missed penalty has been a major sort of argument as to how that changed the result and impacted on the result. But over the last 4 seasons, he hasn't even made a final with Man City. So, look, I think it's clear as mud that Guardiola needs a Messi, needs a Iniesta, needs a Xavi to get success.
So you're saying he isn't as good as people say he is, or what is the true perception and diagnosis on Pep?
Yeah, I think he's been overrated throughout his whole career. He had, as I said before, a great and one of the best teams in Europe when he was coach of Barcelona. And I know a couple of weeks ago we spoke about our top 5 coaches, and I didn't put Guardiola in my top 5. And I'm not dismissing and disregarding what he's been able to achieve as a coach throughout his career. It's been, phenomenal league titles, the treble with Barcelona. But yeah, I think people sort of tend to overrate Pep Guardiola, and they've got to really look at what's happened in the Champions League, not just over the last 4 years, but long before the last 4 years when he was with Bayern Munich as well. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents.
Okay, so before I come over to Mr. Jamal, RDZ17 says Pep should look at the AC Milan job if he ever becomes available. Returning that club back to glory would change the public perception of him. RDZ17, you are absolutely right, but let's be real. There is no way in hell Pep will ever go to AC Milan and do the AC Milan thing, because that is too much of a challenge, and that is the issue with Pep Guardiola. He wouldn't take a job like a Tottenham that Mourinho had. He wouldn't take a job like an Everton that Mourinho had. He has to go to a club where he has the access to the best possible players who are excellent passers and are excellent technically, which means that as a manager, how good are you really if you need specific conditions to succeed? Jamal, go easy on Pep, man.
You gotta pop those bottles down. You gotta pop those bottles down.
Come on.
Oh, guys, Pep lost to a BTEC Drake. and the BTEC Drake didn't even have a good game. He was horrible. H. Guy, in the 80th minute, I was gonna tell you Sterling needs to be tier 1. He was the best player on that pitch. After that miss, he needs to be in the scholarship. He needs to be with Karius in that scholarship. He needs to go and
Easy. Jamal, relax.
Museum.
Jamal, relax. Just relax.
This is unreal. You cannot miss an open goal in a UEFA Champions League quarterfinals. No, Sterling should be class A minimum. And guys, football is the only sport where a grown man with a child in Pep is taking out grass off of the ground like he's a cow. I have never seen anything. Pep was actually rooting out grass. I laugh. I'm gonna finish on this. Guys, we can see a UEFA Champions League final with Lyon versus RB Leipzig.
If that happens, then I think that this whole thing has peaked. then I think this entire thing has
2020, guys. 2020.
But other than that, though, you see, what I've always said is that the final, I think everybody wants, and I said this from jump, PSG Bayern. PSG Bayern is the final. That's the footballing final. The way things have been going, I don't know if we're getting that final. The way things have been going in this whole thing. What's it called?
Hey, can I say one quick little thing?
Okay, one thing, real quick.
Real quick. I just want people to have this food of thought. When Zidane won the 3 Champions Leagues, people were trying to be the top tier managers, but other people, there was overriding argument that people were saying that he had the best team. It wasn't really him; it was his team. So I would say this: have the same energy for Pep and his 2 Champions Leagues with Barcelona. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay. Wait. So before I come to Red Devils, let me just get some of the super chats that I've missed. Martin Rosario says the legend of Frodiola is alive and well. HH. Yes, it is, man. Yes, it is. Baldiola Frodiola. Martin Rosario. Juve under Sarri did better than this. Yes, they did. Okay. But although remember that was over two legs though. But still, even if over 2 legs, they only lost that first leg 1-0, not 3-1. Hakeem says if PSG win the CL before City, Arsenal, and Tottenham, Farmers League. Wow. So Red Devil Studio, man, talk to me, man. Thoughts, man.
My goodness. First of all, I'm a bit annoyed because I thought this Saturday we were going to be like dissecting the whole Barcelona capitulation by Bayern Munich, everything that need to happen. Like, I thought we were going to be spending a lot of our time talking about that because I still think that I don't want this to be a distraction about that Barcelona are still in a crisis and a mess, and that's what I wanted to speak about. However, was there anyone that actually called Lyon beating City? I don't think any actual person actually called Lyon beating Manchester City. And once again, I've got around to Ollie's better than Pep. Well, I know that's controversial. That's controversial, but he's beaten him 3 times this season. And at the end of the day, in the one chance Ollie has actually been in the Champions League, he's gone to the quarterfinal. Pep, 4 years, millions of pounds spent, quarterfinal. Pellegrini, who was sacked because Pep Guardiola was going to be the Messiah, got this Man City team with a weaker team with less money. He got that team to a Champions League semi-final. Pep Guardiola has not managed to get this team, and this goes even back. I mean, to be fair, he got Bayern Munich to a semi-final, although they got spanked by Real Madrid, in that situation. But since obviously the Barcelona days, when he beat Manchester United, twice to obviously get his Champions League. Fair play to him, but to be honest, I still don't think you can put Sir Alex Ferguson and Pep Guardiola in the same conversation. That needs to be done. No more putting them in the same conversation. They're not in the same category at all. You can't put Sir Alex Ferguson, Mourinho in the same conversation.
But let me ask this.
Don't.
And this is what I asked Nancy. Why do you think Pep continually overthinks specifically? And this is what I need to understand. Why would you overthink when this is just a one-off game?
I don't get it.
A one-off game where there is no space to overthink and overthinking.
I'm literally of the opinion that if like Steve Bruce or Chris Wilder managed that team against Lyon, they would have won. They would have won that game because they wouldn't have overthought it. They would just thought, listen, play our strongest team. Let's just play the way we play usually, and we'll win the game. That's what they would have done. But for some reason, Pep seems to just kind of like the team he played against Real Madrid. I don't get why he dropped Foden. I don't get why even Mars didn't come on. I don't get why De Bruyne is now playing off the wing. I don't get why he's playing for. I don't get why he's playing Rodri. He's done that a few times this season where he's played Rodri to free holding. It hasn't worked. I don't get why he as I think Nas was saying, this is supposedly the best coach in the world, and yet he's actually not confident in the system he wants to play. That's an oxymoron. You can't be the best coach in the world, best manager in the world, and be not confident in the style of football that you want to play with your team. That just doesn't make sense. You can't. So Guardiola, to me, I mean, I don't know where City go from it, because last season, okay, people might have been blaming VAR, but the reality is that City shouldn't have been in a situation with Spurs. Previous season, okay, Liverpool arguably were a better team overall than Manchester City, but should they have still conceded that many goals? I don't think so. Before that, Monaco, okay, it's Monaco, but they did have Kylian Mbappe, Bernardo Silva, etc. So for the last 4 seasons, we've been able to just make an excuse for Pep Guardiola every single season. I don't know where the excuse is this season. There's not really any excuse for a Manchester City side that spent almost £1 billion to lose to a 7th place side. Seventh in Ligue 1. Where's the excuse? And we're going to get, maybe if United lose to Sevilla, yes, they were going to get bantered, but, I still don't see a 7th. This team didn't qualify for the Champions League next season. This team hasn't actually qualified for the CL next season, and you're getting bantered.
Red Devil.
Have they qualified for Europa League?
Sorry? They haven't even qualified
for Europa
League. They haven't even qualified for the freaking Europa League.
Exactly.
And you're getting bantered by this team, man. Come on.
Red Devil. Do you know what the definition of Pep is? A flat track bully, literally. He beats the easy teams to get to where he is, and then when he gets to the elite part, where the best teams are in competition, he bottles it. He finds it easy in the league, but when it comes to the Champions League,
but this is what I'm saying.
Against Lyon as well. That's the thing.
Wait. I want to now twist it. I want to now twist this whole thing. And remember, guys, just to be clear, if I remove you, it's not personal. We have to try and create space for people coming in. So if you just get removed or anything, that's because you've already spoken, and I need to get as many people to come in to try and speak. So just be aware of that. Very quickly, Raheem Sterling, how bad is that miss? Now let me say this. People on Twitch saw my reaction to that miss. So they saw it in its most rawest, coldest form, and tomorrow I will upload it. The distance, the fact there was no goalkeeper, the level of the game, it was 2-1. I'm saying right now, Sterling scores, City win. That was the defining moment in the game. 2-2, the way City are playing changes. That miss, psychologically, mentally, City were like, and Lyon were like, oh, it's meant to be. Like, once that happened, Lyon were like, it's meant to be. It's meant to be. And for Man City, they're like, oh. And it is so bad for Sterling because he was playing so well. I said, no, this guy was the best on the pitch. He was creating chances. He was dribbling. He was destroying that Lyon left back. He was totally roasting him. And he was the guy that set it up for De Bruyne really, really well. I can't bring myself to even look at that thing again. That's how bad it is. So, Sean Seaman, how bad is that Sterling miss?
It's really, really bad. Like, Sterling's always been, for me, a really good player, but not a good finisher. But even for a player that's not a good finisher, that is undeniably a shocking miss, considering it's that late on as well. And if he scores that, like you said, I'm certain that Man City win that game, even if it's in like extra time. I'm certain that they go on and win that game. And he seems to always try and side foot, even when it's there, to just put his like laces right through the ball.
No.
He always tries to place it.
But Sean, see, most of us who have played football before, it is harder to miss than to score.
Yeah.
Those are one of those things of where side foot, front foot, everything. If for most guys who play football, that is a side foot thing where use the speed of the ball. All you need to do is just make connection and it's in.
Yeah, it's
because
like
you really have to try hard because it's like physics. From that distance to make it go over, it is harder to make the ball go over than it is to score, because from that distance to have that amount of lift to make it go over, it's hard. So that is literally like use the speed of the ball, make any connection with your side foot. It's in. It's in. It's in.
It's like, in terms of that one chance, I don't know how that he's missed it. But in general, and I feel like this season, it's something that like Salah's been doing it a bit, where rather than they sort of both seem to not have that much conviction with the chances, and the both of them have scored 19.
No, wait a minute. Salah doesn't miss open goals.
Bro, Salah will score that.
No, we're not including example of open goals.
Randolph, let's show
normal chances this season. Last season, well, mainly the season before, Salah this season has scored a lot of goals. But this season, and I've spotted it with Sterling and Salah, a lot of the shots have no power on them. And the sort of straight towards the like keeper, and they're very savable. Salah is a better all-round finisher than Sterling, but he has also been doing a bit of that this season, but nowhere near as bad as like Sterling. But Sterling overall is a really good player, but his like finishing, especially when it comes to like clutch moments, it is just not good enough.
Samuel, talk to me, man. Sterling, that miss, man. Explain.
As I said before, that could be the miss of the decade. That miss could be very career threatening. My goodness. as you said, the note the saying, it is harder to miss. To miss than to score. I still don't know how he missed. You were how many yards out? How did you get that much power to get it over the bar like that?
And the lift. No. It's not power. Power is nothing. It's the lift. Specifically the lift from that distance to go over.
Exactly. Like, even if you miss kick it, it should at least hit the target or something. Like Sterling, oh gosh, Sterling. As I agreed with what the other guy said. Sterling, Sean, what he said was that when he was at Liverpool, one thing I didn't like about Sterling was that he would dribble past everyone and then miss or shoot it straight at the keeper. Now, what I do respect Pep for doing is that he improved his goal scoring record, his shooting accuracy. But it just reminded me of the days he was at Liverpool where he would get brilliant chances and absolutely fluff his lines. So in my head, when I was watching it, I was just thinking, Sterling, am I surprised that you did that? Not really at all, actually. But yes, Sterling, I don't want to speak about it because I don't even want to watch that. I'll probably, if I watch the highlights, I'll probably skip it because that's embarrassing. You know when you have secondhand embarrassment? That's what I have right now.
All right. Abdullahi, man, talk to me about that miss, man. Abdullahi. Okay. Stodge.
Yeah, that miss. I've replayed it around 200 times. I loved it. I don't know why everyone's feeling sorry for this guy. I've replayed it just a minute ago as well. How did Sterling miss it? I watched quite a bit of Man City. I'm not surprised that he missed it. It's just that the occasion he missed it in. Because I refer to Sterling as a back post tapping merchant. The thing with Sterling is, even with those back post tappings, if you go throughout the season, he has about 5 similar misses this season to that miss. So I'm not surprised he missed. He has 2 left feet. It's not a good finisher. So that didn't surprise me. But the fact that you would miss in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, 2-1 down, I can't think of this century a worse miss than that, especially when you're a team that has never won the Champions League. You're up against Lyon, who's 7th in Ligue 1, and you're doing stuff like this. You know, the guy doesn't have the clutch gene, no conviction. And how do you get it over? All he has to do is a little touch and it goes in. And you know what makes it worse? Normally when he misses these, I can at least say the speed of the ball was hard. Gabriel Jesus did so well to dribble, and he gave him the ball, and the speed was perfect. It wasn't too fast. It wasn't too slow. All he had to do was
just make a connection, man. Just make a connection. That's it.
And he skied it. And Tottenham fans are going to love this because they've been getting the abuse of Kane should have squared it for like 2 years, but now they have the evidence that he's not one to be trusted.
That is very true.
Wow. Okay, man. Jamal, man, talk to me about that miss, man. Jamal.
That miss was horrible. But guys, what is this with Sterling and the Champions League? Last year he was also the talking point too with the offside goal when Aguero was offside, and now this year him again. He must be right now coughing his luck. But guys, what I want to know is if Sterling is so close to the net and can't get the ball in, guys, I'm worried for his girlfriend. Is he gonna have children? Because he can't connect.
Jeez.
I'm really worrying. But I agree with Samuel. Old school Sterling. If you watch Sterling when he was at Liverpool early days, he used to miss those every single day. I was fed up of him because he used to miss all the time. So yeah. So all I just want to say is I'm sorry for Mrs. Sterling, and Mrs. Sterling, you can do better.
LB. LB, man, talk to me, man. How the heck did you explain that miss, man?
Like you said, AKH, like with the law of physics, how did he manage to kick the ball over the net? I mean, he was so close. I mean, you can't excuse momentum. You can't excuse his pace, which we know, he's a pace mover.
Whoa. LB, your connection is a bit effed up, man. You're sounding like a robot, man. You're sounding a bit jittery.
What about now?
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
All right. As I was saying, unless he's going to come up with the excuse of momentum and his pace sort of taking the ball over the net, I mean, you can't really point the finger at anything else apart from the fact that he just
No. No. LB, your connection is still bad. Like, come out and come back in because we can't really fully, man, and the people can't hear you. All right, Natsa, explain to me that Sterling miss, man. What happened, bro?
The thing is, Sterling is a great player. He's not world class, but he's a great player. But the thing is, I feel like Sterling, when he as a young child, was not taught how to finish in the beginning.
Whoa.
So he's had to learn it as a professional footballer at the level in the Premier League, which is so unacceptable. I don't know how. The base in when he first season at City, he was missing clear-cut chances that were just put on the plate. He's improved that right now. He scores a lot of tap-ins, but there's only so much you can do at that age to improve on. So I feel like he lacks a lot of composure when it comes to those decisive moments. The last touch, you're gonna win the game or you're gonna draw the game. You have to score that. He did it against Tottenham last year, but it's hard, like everybody else said, it's harder to miss. I don't understand it. I was just waiting for the net to bulge. That's how I was waiting. But I wasn't even surprised after that he missed it. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't actually really shocked. I was still mad at Pep, how the game actually went from us. I wasn't actually mad because I wasn't really surprised. So I've always said Raheem Sterling is a good player, but he will never ever become world class.
Oh, well, that's fair assessment. King Darian, man, talk to me about that Sterling miss, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Church. When they saw the ball being played in Sterling, I got my chair and told myself, goal. And then I just saw the ball going over the top of the bar. I was like, I can't understand how he hit it over the bar. I can't understand if he went wide, but how do you blaze it over the bar from 2 meters out? It makes no sense. But it's just to get honest with you, man. Sterling is the Pep of footballers, man. When it comes to being clutch, he just bricks it up all the time. He makes his misses over and over again. Last year, Tottenham, he did it against Manchester United, I think 2 years ago. He just had these misses over and over. The guy can't finish, man. I don't know what you do.
No, but even if he can't miss, even if he can't finish, this is a different level of a miss. This is 2 yards out.
Man, this is worse than
over the bar. This is a different level.
I don't know what you do, man. I don't know if it's the pressure that gets to him, but he just breaks every time. So I don't know what you do with him, man.
All right, okay. Before I go, let me just get to some super chats, man. Newskis, thank you for the super chat. Says, yeah, Touré's agents may have nailed it. He said an African cost will prevent Pep from winning another CL based on how he treated Yaya Touré. Sean Walsh says, Messi made this man, Fraudiola. Sean, when I used to say this stuff, what did you used to say to me? Zuatank TV says, LEP used the 5 back to prepare for Bayern. If LEP used this game to prepare for Bayern, I might build a statue. Of this dude. Martin Rosario says, City were better off getting their ban up. Oh man. Hakim, Sterling is Douglas Costa on FIFA 90 on FIFA 95 speed, 64 shooting. Oh man, you guys need to chill, man. What's it called? Who we going with? Let's go with Mr. Red Devil Studio, man.
I think people are being a bit too harsh on Sterling, to be honest. Gary Neville actually does. If you watch the post on BT, Gary Neville does quite a. I won't get up to know how effective video, but he gives an explanation as to how Raheem Sterling could miss just regarding, and it's actually quite good because Gary Neville, being obviously a forward, being in a position, being in that same situation, he kind of sort of gets it. He's not trying to justify the miss, but if you go and actually watch Gary Lineker's explanation of how he can miss that, it kind of makes sense on being in that sort of situation. So that said, it was a bad miss. Of course, it was a bad miss. And given the context of the game, it would have been 2-2. You never know what was going to happen. And I don't think based on this, we can now start disrespecting Raheem Sterling. And I think that much like the Barcelona situation yesterday, when people were like, well, you know, what can Messi do? Let's just focus on all the other stuff around him. This Sterling miss should not distract the reality that it was Pep Guardiola's stupid tactics that cost this game. Because at the end of the day, if Manchester City are winning 7-0, that miss means absolutely nothing. You know, so the system that Pep Guardiola started was wrong. Okay, and I don't think that this miss, as bad as it was, should be used as a sort of scapegoat to distract from the fact that, like, Pep Guardiola tactically, it was a disaster class this entire game. Just like the fact that Messi and Barcelona, that speaking about Abidal, speaking out, speaking, it shouldn't distract from the fact that 11 players on that field of play should not be conceding 8 goals to Bayern Munich. Period. Okay, so yes, like I said, it was a bad miss. It wasn't great. You know, this stuff happens, and it's weird. I'm a United fan defending a City player who's an ex-Liverpool player, but at the end of the day, like, it's Pep and only Pep that brought this situation onto this Manchester City club. Like, and missing like this, it happens. I still think Raheem Sterling's a good player and has improved a lot, but I just feel that he's going to get a lot of abuse on Twitter. He's going to get a lot of abuse from fans, from England fans, etc. And people are going to, just like when England got knocked out of the Iceland sort of 2016, I was like, oh, what is Sterling? He was the scapegoat. No one looked at Hodgson. No one looked at the entire team. They used him as a scapegoat. Raheem Sterling should not be used as a scapegoat for Pep's complete and total disaster class.
No, because it's
even the best player.
Bigger than that miss. It's bigger than that miss.
That's up until, and let's be up until the point. From this point, he was actually arguably City's best player.
No, not arguably. He was. That's what I told you. That he was. Yeah. He was the best player on the pitch. Before the miss, he was the best player on the pitch.
Good. Well, it's a good thing. And Rodney, I've just needed Rodney comments talking about this. Why are we talking about Kevin De Bruyne? Why are we talking about Kevin De Bruyne? Is supposed
Kevin De Bruyne showed up.
No, but the thing is with De Bruyne, you can't criticize him.
Okay, wait. The thing with De Bruyne is, look, people can argue that, hey, he scored the goal. It was a real good goal, though. But my thing, though, is someone needs to take over this entire game. And my issue with De Bruyne is, as I've always said, is that he just sort of fits into the system. And I'm still waiting for that big De Bruyne moment in a big game. I'm still waiting for that where, man, he came through big time. So, because now, was De Bruyne the best player on that pitch? Like,
no, he wasn't.
Apart from the goal and that amazing pass to Sterling, what else did De Bruyne do for 90 minutes?
But
wait, back to Red Devil. Back to Red Devil.
No, yeah. So I'll round off. Like, so at the end of the day, like, so in conclusion, like, tune into what Gary Lineker said about the miss, because, like, the way he actually breaks it down, like, it's you can understand. I don't think it's as click. It's as simple as just like, it's still a bad miss, but the most important point is that this Raheem Sterling is going to get a lot of abuse on Twitter following that whole thing, but he should not be used as a scapegoat for this loss at all. He should not be used as a scapegoat whatsoever. This is on Pep.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
All right, what's it called? Muntaha, man. Talk to me.
Bro, all this stuff just to lose to Lyon. What a garbage club, man. What a garbage club. Bro.
Relax, man. Relax.
Yes, No, wait. Allow me. This is, look, come on, man. Like, okay, I've not been here even before the Madrid game or even after Madrid game, okay? Like, anyways, I mean, City was better team, deserving team to beat Madrid. I give credit to Pep over there. I mean, yes, he found out some of the flaws, which is basic flaws, pretty much basic tactics to apply pressure on Varane, and he really tends to make mistakes. That's like such a big achievement, to be honest, from Pep. And if you see the second leg, I mean, we pretty much gifted Man City the tie. Fine, everything was good, everything was in favor. Oh, you beat European giants and everything, so now you're in momentum in your favor. Yes, Pep Guardiola's mistake for the lineup, for the kind of fixture. I mean, this fixture he shouldn't have taken it lightly, to be honest. I don't think so. He the way he approached this game in terms of like overthinking. No, he was taking a kind of step back, which I don't think so. It's a bad decision. Like if you think carefully, right? Bro, I mean, City like they didn't do the job. Kevin De Bruyne in this game, he was okay. He was like, no, I won't say he was a bang average. He was okay. He scored the goal. To be honest, who created that chance for Kevin De Bruyne for goal?
Yes,
Who
Sterling.
waited for the time? Wait. Asish, can you answer me? Who waited for the Kevin De Bruyne run and then give him the assist? Sterling, right? So Sterling, City as an overall team depends upon you. People are telling me, oh, don't scapegoat Sterling. No, he has to take the blame for this. Bro, because you're playing in the world-class team, you want to challenge for the Champions League. You're not playing in the fucking Caribbean Cup, or whatever the cup is named. Carabao. Carabao. Yeah, I'm sorry. My bad. So, I mean, bro, how can you miss the chance? Bro, that's a chance of fucking century. Bro, this chance would have taken the game to extra time. Bro,
But I have a question. I have a question from Muntaha.
No, wait.
Where were you?
You
No,
can't have a
where were you
question.
when you lost?
Wait,
Where were you when you lost?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
Where were you when you lost?
Wait. Can I respond to your question? Okay, I'll respond to your question. I was not there before the game and after the game as well. For the entire month, go back, do your due diligence, and just come at me. You know what? Your club is spineless club. You're not supposed to be competing at the level of Liverpool. What Liverpool did at the Champions League, what Klopp did, your board fraud manager couldn't do that. Wait, Nazar, you were too loud, right? Where are you now? You're in the garbage bin. Where are you? You're just pretty much trophyless. Okay, your club is shit. You know what? If Man City don't sack fucking Pep Guardiola now, I mean, then the club doesn't have spine. I'm sorry, man.
Okay, but you got beaten by a spineless club.
Wait. We don't have to sack. No. Spineless club in terms of making decisions.
Round off your points.
Yeah. I'm coming. Sterling is a garbage player. He has to take blame. Wait, every time when we have a conversation, oh, Pep Guardiola's tactical mistake against Spurs last season before that Monaco. Every time does this manager have to bail the club out? When the fucking player will bail the manager? At least at some point, some game, bro, when we witness Man City players as bailing Pep Guardiola in such a difficult moment. I'm not blaming, completely Sterling. Of course, Pep Guardiola is the flipping guy, who messed up with this kind of fixture, But what happened now? Again, to the garbage bin. Okay. And the second thing is, you know what? Sane, if he would be there, you know what? I blame Pep Guardiola slightly for this as well.
Yes,
if you would have kept Sane over there, he's finishing the chance.
Yeah.
He's finishing the chance.
That's a key move.
Yes, and this is what it calls a man management. This guy's not a man management as well. People, exaggerate. Oh, look what he did. Come on, man. You have pretty much the best attack in Europe. You have pretty much one of the best midfield in Europe. Okay, the defense is shaky. I get that. But still, I mean, you could have managed by keeping the ball. This is what Man City plays. Man City keep the ball with them, and that's how they do the defense, right? Come on. This is the best team you have. Like, come on. You don't have any excuse, man, Pep Guardiola. And Sterling, you have to take the blame as well at the same time.
Okay. Gatlock, man. Talk to me, man. What the heck happened, bro?
Double H. First of all, do you like my screen? Like my picture?
Yes, so I said these look like receipts from Natsa. And I think I see Natsa. Lyon is an easy, but I can't see the rest of that. And I also see
easy kick for us. Easy kick. Yeah. Yeah, man.
Now they're in the garbage bin, by the way.
No. Natsa, you can't speak now. This is that.
I said I apologize, man. Come on.
Natsa, no. You've spoken already. Gatlock, please continue.
Man, no lie. I just want to say thank you, Double H. Thank you for everything, because after that Atalanta game, I made a bet on Lyon to win. It was a nice cash out. I mean, now I know the trick. Now I need to go against the team you pick. I need to go against.
Yes. Now you've clocked it.
This is
okay, guys. Okay, no. Wait. Before you finish, let me just lead you on to a small little secret. You see, guys, I am very sad and I'm very immature. Connect the dots. That's what I'm saying. Connect the dots and reverse the dots with the right psychology. That's what I'll say. Gatlock, please continue.
Man, look, we need to question Pep after this, man, because this is becoming sad. Like Lyon, really? I mean, come on, man. I mean, with the other teams, we can understand. With Tottenham, you should have done something. But by the way, it's 3 times in a row he lost in the quarterfinals. Monaco was in the round of 16. Not
Oh my
that
God.
one was that one was round of 16. He didn't get to the quarters then, and it's sad. The last time City actually got to the quarters was 2016 with what's his name, Pellegrini.
Semi-final. Semi-final.
We need to talk about this guy after everything he has done, because if Bayern go on to win the Champions League Double H, we need to ask question about this dude, because let's be honest,
What
I
questions
feel
needs to be asked? I've already told you that the dude is a fraud, but no one believed me. I said the dude was a fraud. No one wanted to believe me.
because man, it's getting embarrassing. Why? Think about it. Every team that has played and gone out has played their way, because hello, they have half a brain to realize that this is one leg. So play your style. If you go out, you tried. Okay, maybe except Barcelona, but every other team has done their style and win or lose. Nobody's judging Atalanta. Atletico, okay, maybe a bit, but they still play their style. I don't understand why he didn't just go out for Lyon. I mean, this is a team you're clearly superior
Okay, so
against.
this is the question: why
Is this not
don't you
chess?
think he did? Why do you think that he respected flipping Leon and didn't go all out to try to just beat them with his strongest team?
I think it's the mentality, man. His mentality has been weaker since Barcelona, because back then he was a dude who was coming up, so there wasn't that much pressure on him to do much. Like, okay, yo, Pep, this is a great team. Let's see what you can do. All right, he did something. Then now your stock has risen up to the fact that, okay, now you destroyed football. Okay, show us how much you destroyed football. Carabao
Thank
Cup,
you.
really? That's it?
Thank you.
Because that's the only competition he's destroyed. That's literally the only competition he's destroyed. Anything else?
Okay, let me ask you this: should people then say that if not for the Sterling miss, City would have won the game? So do you put it more on the Sterling miss, or do you think that this was more Pep's fault rather than the Sterling miss?
Nah, it's Pep's fault, because, bro, that Sterling miss was created by, I think, man. The Sterling's miss, man. This is the second time I've seen
Bro,
this dude
but
miss.
Gatlock, but Sterling miss is massive as well. The Sterling miss is massive as well. You cannot. I mean, you cannot ignore that stuff, man. Come on, you're a professional, world-class footballer. Come on, we cannot ignore that
Sterling's
stuff.
miss is massive. I guess it. Sterling's miss is massive, but come on, man. Like, where was Jesus anyway? I know he did some flicks, but shouldn't he be in the center? I just don't understand. Any basic manager would have won with basic tactics today. Okay,
true.
Because Leon, okay, credit to Leon are not very good, man. Leon are not a very good team.
They weren't good at all. Their defending was not even that great. It wasn't that great. City were almost. I mean, when I came into the match late and I saw the fact that City had 70-something% possession but 0 shots on target. Lyon were the only ones with shots, and I was like, what the hell? Are Lyon really going to do this? Because it was crazy. I really cannot put in. I really cannot explain this, because with the millions you spent, with the players you've had against Lyon, you really should be doing something. I mean, with Juventus, they're shit, but you are favorite, man. You attack. You play your game. Play all out, and you win. Look at Bayern. They played all out against Barcelona because they knew they could outbeat them, and they beat them. There's no, like, I just don't understand why he overthinks this stuff, because it's just like, I think he's an agent. I'm telling you, I think this dude, he's an agent, because there's no way he sabotaged that team with his tactics.
Easy to wait. Let me just read some super chats and then I'll come back to you, because we need to move on to the next topic. So from so Just Beston says, Memphis' resurrection is insane. Rest in peace, Bayern. Okay, Beston, easy. Mohammed Marjan says, Man City should try and win Europa. chill. Just chill. Trudari123 says, it boggles my mind how people overlook Real Madrid winning 3 UCLs in a row. The past 2 seasons has shown how difficult it is to win this trophy. I keep telling people
Thank
what
you.
Zidane did was juju. It was people still need to give credit of what the heck he just did. Hakim says every HH opposite team is the one who wins it all. Hakim, relax, chill, relax. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm using my specific juju. I know what I'm doing. I have an agenda. I've had an agenda ever since this thing began. Connect the flipping dots. Yasser Said, thank you for super chat, who says, I blame Mourinho. I don't think Pep ever recovered from 2010. I don't understand how Pep puts more effort and belief in Sterling than Sané. Now, the first part isn't entirely true because he did win the Champions League in 2011. I just feel that once he left Barcelona, he got exposed without Messi, Xavi, Iniesta. And for me, I've always said that Sané is better than Sterling, but Sterling just fits Pep's system a lot more.
To be fair, right? Didn't Mourinho run Pep out of La Liga?
Was that?
Yeah.
Didn't Mourinho run Pep out of La Liga?
Yeah. So I want us to go back to the
8-2?
The Lisbon bloodbath. Yes. I want to go back to the Lisbon bloodbath.
Oh my God.
So and also Knicks, I'll be fully supporting Man United tomorrow, by the way. So 100% I'll be wearing a red jersey and flying and I'll be getting United banners. So
Man United win.
So Knicks, you best be nice to me, or else I will be fully behind Man United 100%. So be nice to me. So I want to just bring in guys that obviously didn't speak the last time. So Sean, 8-2. I put this as one of the most critical moments in human history.
I've won this match like 3 times.
This is on the same level as when man was discovered, the Ice Age, and Genghis Khan. I put 8-2 on that level. So, Sean, specifically for Barcelona, how do Barcelona recover from this? Do they recover from this, or do you think that this is a case of where the entire team from top to bottom should be completely wiped out? How do they react to, in my opinion, one of the most embarrassing nights in Barcelona history?
I think it's really tough, but I think the only way is to try and play Messi deeper and to bring the likes of Coutinho back, like Dembele back, because these are the 2 players that are on massive wages. No one else can probably even afford to buy them permanently. So you might as well try and get a good manager in and try and like build the team around them 2 and like De Jong and a lot of the younger players that they've got. Maybe try and buy a top striker and play Messi a lot deeper, just so that he's kind of in a bit of an like in a silver role, like where he's not got as much pressure to be always trying to score goals, and he can just play the likes of Coutinho, like a brand new striker, because Suarez is now and again he can still have a clutch moment, but he's pretty much past that now, isn't he? I think they need to buy a top striker. If I was them, I probably would have tried to buy Werner, because he's like young and I think he can like fit their style of play. I believe they do need a complete rebuild, and I'm not even sure what manager that they could get. Maybe Pochettino, but I'm not sure if that would work.
So do you keep Messi or do you sell Messi?
I think you have to keep him purely because to Barcelona, he's more than just a player. He's almost became their like whole brand, hasn't he? And I don't see who buys him. I don't see who can pay his wages. And I think a lot of the Barcelona fans would actually turn on the club if they tried to sell Messi. So, but I also feel like you can't build the entire team around Messi now, though, because each year he's getting older and older, and a lot of the players that they've brought in, the likes of Griezmann, just haven't lived up to the hype. I think you need to try and move him on, but who could buy him, especially now with COVID and all this what's going on. I don't see who would even try and buy like a Griezmann. I think Coutinho, the only way that you're going to be able to get rid of him is on loan. The same with a Dembele. So, can you sell them 3 players? I think it'd be really hard, and their back four is all over the place. I think they might have to just try and go to their academy and try and bring a few players in, because it's probably going to be until next summer now where they could make maybe 2 or 3 signings. I think they have to put a lot more faith in Coutinho and Dembele, because they are 2 players that are on insane wages.
So you think that they should bring back Coutinho? They should put trust in Coutinho?
I think it depends what manager that you get. I think Pochettino would play like a 4-2-3-1 and you'd be able to use them 2 players, but it's really tough because when Coutinho was there last time, they were playing a 4-4-2 and they were playing him on right midfield, and from watching him for years, he plays his best football on the left, trying to cut in. If you're playing him out wide, right?
So just right. So just specifics, because we have to just get to all that. Do you see Barcelona recovering from this to win the Champions League again, or do you think this Messi era is over? It's finished.
I think the Messi era is over. I believe it's going to take at least 3 or 4 years to get 2 or 3 top young players in, and to try and like move on the likes of Griezmann. And I think whoever they get as their next manager is absolutely crucial.
Okay. Samuel, what do Barcelona do to respond? Do you think they should sell Messi, keep Messi? How do you think they recover? Or do you think that Bayern have actually just completely, totally destroyed 11 years of success?
I actually had time to think about this match yesterday, and I'm not gonna lie to you. You know the Batman trilogy? Yeah, Bayern Munich completed the trilogy. I called it Friday the 13th, the Lisbon edition. For Friday the 14th, the Lisbon edition. Yeah, the trilogy. Obviously, started off with what's their names? Roma. Then it was Liverpool, and then it was Barcelona. So they've completely finished them. I don't see a way Barcelona come back from it. The only way I can see is if they actually just go back to the youth team, go back to the roots, and actually just build up players from there. Because for you to sell Messi, first of all, his wages is like, apparently his wages is like 1 million or something like that. Like for somebody to like even
1.3 million euros, by the way.
Bro. Frankie De Jong is on 400,000 a week.
By the way, Griezmann is on 800,000. You know what?
Easy. It's not easy, and I know you're gonna rip them apart. Muta, I will give you the mic soon. Easy. Samuel, go for it.
My goodness, 450. This guy earns more than Van Dijk. Anyways, so as I was saying, sorry, I lost my track of thought with that number. As I was saying, nobody's gonna take Messi in the sense that Messi's aging. Messi's a great player. He's a fantastic player, one of the greatest players of our generation. But the wages that he has, would Messi even wanna what team would Messi want to go to? Probably Man City would probably be the best. But even with Man City, he's aging, he's getting on. He's not going to be like this forever. I think there will be a drop off of form in the next few years. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like they have to go with the youth team, do like another rebuilding phase, and just hold it out, because Bayern Munich absolutely ripped apart that club and destroyed them to the pits of hell where there's no resurrection.
So do you think that they ended this era completely, or do you think that they can recover?
Almost definitely, they have to dead and bury this era, because this era actually ended when they got beaten by Roma. But it's like, you know, when people are holding on to something.
It wasn't 8-2 in a single game.
The thing is, they shouldn't have lost to Roma. That's the thing. They shouldn't have lost. And I think that was like the start because you know when you're holding on to something, you know when you're holding on to that girlfriend, you know she's cheating, but you're just holding on to her. But then when you actually see her cheat, that's when it's all over. And that's what I feel with Barcelona. They're holding on to something that they know is going downhill. But it's just that Bayern Munich 8-2 was just like, you know what? Let's just leave this now. Let's just leave this because that is probably the worst night in Barcelona's history.
No, it is.
That
It
cannot
is.
run. That cannot run.
No. Yeah. See, thing about before I come to King Darren, the thing about Roma and Liverpool was you bottled it. A bottling is different from being bent over and violated raw with no lube. Those are two very different things. You bottled it. Wow, you led and boom. This was a total, complete shanking. Total shanking for 90 minutes. They got bullied. And also, you only scored one goal because the other one was an own goal. So you only scored one goal. So this was basically this is where you completely can abuse and mock them. We all saw what Messi looked like in that flipping dressing room. Shocking. King Darian, man. Barcelona aftermath, man. What happens, man?
It's just first thing first, right? We got the British commentators for not realizing that that was a proper goal. That was the second goal for Lyon. You got the British commentators for that. But on to Barcelona. This era is over, man. The board has to go because they made silly transfer policies. Coutinho can't play any team. You spent 100+ million on Griezmann. The man is a side chick. You got De Jong getting paid $1 billion a week. You got Lyon again, a billion a week. Come on, guys. The board has to go. And I'm going to say something that's kind of controversial. I think Messi also has to go. This team is too reliant on Lionel Messi, and it's the downfall of Barcelona. Because you have to rebuild this squad. And I don't think Messi will be able to take a backseat role in a whole new squad. You have to look at guys like the Ooze. I still have faith in the Ooze. And Ansu Fati is the future of Barcelona. But Lionel Messi will not take a backseat role. So he has to go.
So, real quick. First of all, it's quite shocking that so two things. First thing, do you think that Messi, do you see a scenario where Messi would actually leave? Do you see a relation where Messi would actually leave Barcelona? And second thing, in the live chat, Jess Mill, shoot your shots, bro. But it is what it is. Good luck shooting your shot. So, do you see a scenario where you see Messi actually leaving Barcelona? Because that is a big move to make.
Yes, did he not
for
quit
Messi
Argentina?
But do you see that as a realistic scenario?
Did he not quit Argentina after the Copa America loss? Yes, he was done in the first half. When he came back, you could see he was done. When Suarez scored his second goal, did you see life in Lionel Messi? No. In his mind, it was over. It was done. That man should have picked up that team and said, guys, we scored a goal. We just need 2 more to push the extra time. And what Messi did? Nothing. He's not a leader, so he has to go. It's simple as that, You got to rebuild the team. Now, where would he go? Can he say Man City? I mean, they got away with FFP. Pep is his friend. Pep hasn't won a CL without Messi, so hey, reunite. Now, back Marotta, if you sign Lionel Messi to Inter Milan, I will personally fly to the headquarters and slap in your face. Do not bring that fraud to this club. We're on the rebuilding path. No, you also have to find a long-term coach. Someone who's going to understand, look, we cannot win next year or next 2 years, but you have to find a guy that you will sit down and back for the long term. It might take 4 years, it may even take 5. You have to find a man who can sit down. You can't look for a guy like Conte. Conte, 2 years, he's out. Mourinho, 2 years out.
Okay, so real quick, how long do you think it will take Barcelona to recover from this spanking?
If the board quits tomorrow, 4 years. If the board stays on, 5 to 6. Because they probably make some stupid decision in summer. So I can see if this board stands on before the elections, and depending on how messy the elections are, and the politics are in the back room, 5-6 years.
6?
Yeah. What Arsenal is, they fall off for so many years and they're back, and they disrespect the Arsenal. It took almost a decade to come back. you could be looking at Barca taking 6 years to come back.
Okay. So before I come to Storage, let me just hit some super chats. Martin Rosario says the Barca fans were constipated because they. Oh God, Martin Rosario, always the clever one. Barca fans were constipated because they ate too much. Oh Lord. From Richard Aina, sell OGs and Messi. Give Oos the keys, get Nagelsmann. Look, man, put some respect on the Oos. Yes, it's right. It says Pep needs Barca and Barca needs Pep. Simple. Interesting. Martin Rosario, the eulogy at Lisbon. HH. Relax, man. Yes, it says I woke up today and the first thing I said was 8. From Machine, who says, did you really think I'd let Messi come to my... So Machine, everyone knows that Machine is of course Portuguese, and he's a Cristiano 7 merchant. Machine says, do you really think I'd let Messi come to my home city, Lisbon, without putting some juju on his empanada? Oh, God, this is bad, man. Okay, Storch, man. How did Barcelona recover? What did they do with Messi? How did they move forward, man?
Yeah, yesterday was bad for Barcelona, or the day before. It was bad. I mean, it's going to take a while to recover. I don't think it's going to take 6 years just because of the financial power of Barcelona. I think it's going to depend on their board changing, because I read something this morning that that Braithwaite and Rakitic were told to pack their stuff, and that's what they did. I don't know why Braithwaite is being thrown on the bus. He pretty much has done nothing. And I think this whole team needs restructuring. And I think they need to start off, forget about the attack. People keep talking about attack. I think pretty much every defender that I saw yesterday and I've seen all season, none of them are that good. Alaba is not what he used to be. Semedo, average. PK, not good enough. Langley, he's not good enough. Titi, whatever, that's his new name.
His new name is Nelson Davis. His biological father is Alphonso Davis. So
yeah, and Titi, he's the worst one of them all. That's why he didn't start. So they need to get rid of all that. And I'll say 2 centre backs that they should go for is Romanelli. He plays for AC Milan, and Upamecano. They're perfectly fit in the Barcelona system, and I think Messi should retire. Messi should retire for the sake of the team, because he's been dragging.
Excuse me, what?
Yes. Messi.
Wait, retire from football?
Yes. Nobody's going to buy him. Nobody can afford him. His wages, everything else. So he should retire, because he's dragging this team down. He keeps on asking for 50. He keeps on taking 100 touches in the game. He's giving the other players no confidence, asking for the ball every second, and he's ghosting, and he's not a leader. I mean, yesterday he completely disappeared.
Facts.
He didn't do anything in the match. And this is the thing. This is why I actually, I put my hate to the side. I actually like Messi a lot, and obviously through watching him like last few weeks, I realized this guy is probably the most talented footballer ever. If we're just going to keep it honest, and he is one of the GOATs. But the thing is, over the last 5 years, this guy has pretty much done everything, both internationally and domestically. He is ruining his reputation. I'm scared for this guy. I don't know. Next year, it might be 11-2 to Real Madrid. That might be the scoreline. He needs to retire ASAP while he can save his reputation. Because if he sticks with Barcelona and they continue on with his system, they continue with the Messi system, I predict worse defeats. I predict more humiliation, and he's
Studge.
GOAT status is going to keep on going down. So for he should retire. He should retire. You're one of the GOATs. You've done everything. Retire.
Do you think it's a little bit like Wenger at Arsenal? Like
Exactly.
he had a very good,
yes,
and then he just tailed off.
HH, this is the final straw for him. 8-2. Some of their fans are already angry with him. 8-2. Last season they weren't that angry. If it's 11-1 to Real Madrid next year, he's finished. Everyone's going to twist on him. So I'm saying, just retire while you're still the king.
Hate to see Messi retire, man.
Okay. Natsa, man. I mean, Barcelona, what do they do, man? After 8-2.
before I come to Barcelona, I think football's funny because if what's it called again? When Barcelona were 3-0 up in that game and they actually win that tie, they get easy final against Tottenham. The Messi gets all the praises for winning the Champions League with a horrible team, and he's a goat for. It's just funny how football just works because just because they've lost right now 8-2,
People have
Messi
their genders
suddenly.
that fit their narratives. You know, it's
Starch just
it is
said that
what it
he
is.
thinks Messi is
Yeah,
one of
you
the
should
goats,
do, man.
and the way he just spoke about him, you think that he hates Messi, but
There was really by Messi yesterday, though. No, sorry, there's no excuse to Messi today.
there's no excuses, but he can't go. No, I would say that he should be a better leader. I'll 100% say that he should be a better leader, but
He's
he
the
can't go
captain.
in that defense. He can't go in that defense and defend that 8-2 result. I think that will happen regardless of what if Ronaldo was in that team trying to say whatever
No.
he will still concede 8-2 because they were shambolic.
As the captain, before you concede the 7th goal, and I'm going to speak about something, but that if you go back and watch the 7th goal before Coutinho scores, right? Messi loses the ball, and rather than back, he walks the other way. He
didn't even do that once. He didn't even do that once. He did that 3 times.
That is not acceptable. I don't care I don't care who you are. I don't care. You are the captain of Barcelona Football Club. Okay.
Preach.
I understand. I understand. But
you not walk away.
Even Henderson won't even do that.
That is not
acceptable.
I understand. I said it was unacceptable what he did. I said it was unacceptable. But the fact that people are just say it like absolutely go ripping into him as if he didn't take this team all the way to the finals, to the semi-finals, and then actually make a very good performance to give them a whole lead to win the Champions League. Yes, that's great. But how much can a man do? Ask yourself, how much can a man do?
No, but you can't say that because
how much can one man do?
You're playing all well.
Don't be captain. Don't be. If you can't be bothered at 4 go back when you've got young players like Fatty.
Okay, what would people say? What would people say?
Wait. Let me go. Okay, Nata. This is the thing. Wait, Nata. This is the thing here. It's true. He only won man. There's so much I can do. There was a moment that I said this is problematic because you see, we've all been in sports teams or in dressing rooms or football teams, and we all know who the captain is. Whether we played in school or so forth, your captain has to. You see, there are 2 types of captains. There's like the Oliver Kahn captain who talks, blah, 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 and everything, and is a huge character. Then there's the Philip Lam captain who leads by example. Both kinds of captains, they show particular professionalism in whatever circumstance. Win or loss, they show you that even if we're getting destroyed, we keep going head up high. Halftime, I don't give a damn whether it was 6-1. This was before I saw the footage on Twitter. You're going onto the pitch, second half, this is the captain. And you're like this. The captain? And you're walking, you're moping, shoulders are down. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you this question. When was the last time?
You see, this is what happens. As a captain, when it's 5-1, you start fouling people. You start breaking legs and you get a red card. That's what. See, and what happens is 2 things. Either you start fouling people to get a red card, or you just start dribbling. But if you let us, even we get beat 7 or 8-1, we're still here. The last thing you do is, what's the point? And do you know why? This is new for Messi. He's never experienced this. When you came in, Rijkaard, you came into Rijkaard where you won the Champions League in 2006, and after that, you had incredible success playing with a team that, if they didn't win the Champions League, they won La Liga or they won Copa del Rey. This is for the first time in almost ever, you've gone trophyless in a horrible way. So you've never experienced this, and this is the thing is that character isn't about what you are when you're winning. It's what you are when you're losing. How are you at the lowest points at the pit? At the lowest points, how are you? That is how you are as a character. And which is why for Messi, you're going to be tested now. You're at the bottom now. How are you going to react? But to what Redell said is that you can't be walking, not tracking back. Because Bayern, they're going boom, boom, boom. Because remember, the captain leads by example. If our captain and our leader has his head dropped, F it. It is what it is. So
Messi's always been
because
like that, though. He's always been
Messi
like
is
that.
like that,
He's always
that's
been
the
like
body
that.
language is just going to exude to the rest of the team.
But why
If
you guys?
the
Why
captain
people
is
shocked?
like,
Why people shocked?
let's keep going. If the captain is like, you know what, guys, foul, 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 everyone start fouling because that's what you do. Start fouling.
But I want to say one thing.
Fouling. Someone, I need at least three reds. If we lose, we want at least three reds here. To me, it would be. I would have more respect for Barcelona if I saw 3 red cards than 11 on the pitch, but you're moping around. So
Bayern had more fouls than them.
I just wanted to say something, but why are people surprised that Messi was walking? He's been doing this for the longest time. He doesn't help the team when they need to win the ball back.
So how good is Messi really?
But the thing is,
Nah, don't
he's
start
not
this.
that kind of player. He thinks he wants to reserve his career as long as possible. That's why he's been doing this the longest time. He doesn't want to press too hard or tie
that's
himself
fine,
out.
but then don't lose the ball. That's fine, but then don't lose the ball.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, but why? That's what I mean. Like it's unacceptable for him losing the ball in that position. But he's been doing this for a long time, like walking, strolling around, not doing a lot. It's not a surprise to me when Messi did that. I don't know why people are surprised when he actually strolled around when he lost the ball. I understand you
No, it was
blaming
bad
him
though. It was
for
bad.
losing the ball.
Stripping
For
of the
losing
cap.
the ball. I understand for losing the ball, but strolling around, I was not actually surprised because I always expect that.
Okay, so he just wants to have advantage of playing deep, yeah, but he doesn't want to work hard. Doesn't want to defend.
Exactly.
Okay.
He should be criticized for that. He should be
No,
criticized. I'm not
no,
saying I'm not saying he should not be blamed. That's what I'm not saying.
Wait, Natsa, just round off your point. Natsa, just round off your point.
Just take off that Messi part. I just want to say that the time that Barca started declining was when they got rid of Neymar. When Neymar left, when they showed that a player is not scared to leave Barcelona, and then when he left, it showed how the board panicked. They panicked. They bought Ousmane Dembele for how much? And then the next season it didn't work. So they went for Griezmann. Then they went for Coutinho in that January transfer window. And then they went. So after that they went for bloody Griezmann. And look how everything is crumbling down. So forget him hiding behind Setien and hiding behind Abidal. The main problem is the board. So don't blame Messi. Blame Messi, but don't blame him to the point you want him to retire. The main problem is the people up top, and then look down on Messi.
What's that? What? But
Okay,
what
wait. Okay, wait. Easy. Okay, Jamal.
Yeah. Yeah. Before I say that, we should have more respect for Tapnaldo now. After seeing that Sterling miss, just can resist the guys. All right, Barcelona. Right now, Barcelona need a whole revamp. But guys, you cannot sell Messi. Messi is still top 3 in the world. I know he's bad for Barcelona right now, but you have to keep Messi. What Barcelona needs to do is go and get somebody from Dortmund, some like a scouting manager, and get some young players. Do not go for the stars again. It do not work because you tried it with Coutinho, Griezmann, Dembele. It did not work. Go for some unknown gems and revamp your squad.
Like Pjanic.
But I'm gonna
like Pjanic.
Yeah. Panic. Yeah, you go for Panic. You guys are idiots. The only guy Barcelona should go for who is over to think if they have to is Aubameyang because Aubameyang scores goals. So Aubameyang. But except that, go for some unknown gems talent. That's what Barcelona need because guys, this team is old. The average age of Barcelona squad is 33. That's bad. That's very bad. They need to get rid of Busquets, PK, all of them, and go for some young talent. And if they do that, in 3 years' time, I think Barcelona will be back again.
Well, okay. Gatlock, talk to me, man.
Sorry, what's the main question?
How do they react, man? 8-2. How the heck do these guys react?
I don't know. All of them should retire because that was very sad to Double H. That was sad to watch. What the hell?
Look. Wait, Mo. The create your thing, man. I could hear echo, but like, trust me, hearing Gatlock once is more than enough. I do not want to hear Gatlock twice at the same time, please.
What the hell, man?
The hell?
Yeah. See, Double H. Sorry that my voice is sexier than yours, but that's the deal, man.
Gatlock, can you just look at your mouth? Talk, man.
Man, they what Bayern did to look to me. For me, this problem started basically in 2013. It did because after what Bayern did, they destroyed the tiki taka style.
Wait. Did Vidal really say that?
Yeah.
He actually did.
Really? Do you know how bad? Wait, no. Sorry, Gatlock. I'll let you finish. So Vidal, you've literally been team hopping to win the Champions League from Juve to Bayern to Barcelona. And
man has never won it.
Next destination will be Man City, bro.
Vidal. So you've been team hopping and hoping that you will luckily, basically, you know, like how you gamble in a casino, you will land with a team that wins the CL. They are playing against Barca, not against teams from the Bundesliga. They are playing against the best team in the world. Now, Vidal, not only were you one of the bricks in the game, the best team in the world lost 8-2. That is when I played in school. That's the kind of scoreline that we used to lose at, playing against teams because we were like semi-pros, playing with the bricklares and fishermen. You lost that's a fisherman's scoreline. It's literally scoring of professionals against fishermen. So Arturo Vidal, just for that quote, we're looking at Class A.
Wait,
The heck?
Bruh, look, like I said, this thing started in 2013, man, because after that beatdown, I know they won the treble later on, but to me, I feel they won it in a different style. Then 2016 came, and Atletico took them out. Then, look, I was listening to you guys' TT, was it yesterday or today, whenever it comes out on your podcast, but when you guys said that this stuff started in 2017, I feel that 4-0 to PSG is where, okay, they were giving you hints. They were giving you signs. Now, the signs were becoming very evident here, man. And then the 6-1, I'll be honest with you. In that 6-1, Messi didn't really show up. He didn't. Suarez scored, and then it was an own goal. Then Messi scored a penalty, which Neymar won. Then the last 3 goals was Neymar's free kick, then Neymar's penalty, which was a clutch penalty because that was like, okay, you scored this one, you have one more goal to go. And then, with his weaker foot, he flicked it onto Sergio Roberto. And it was Messi you guys hailed, which to me was very sad because once Neymar left, Barcelona started becoming, okay, you guys, your style was not going to work again. Then you got Valverde, who plays a completely opposite style from what you guys played. Now, in that 2017-2018, I feel Valverde had more control because Barcelona were actually good defensively. They could still be cut open, but they were good defensively. Then because they were doing very well, they started playing their own style again, back to the tap. And then against Roma, they played 2 up front with Messi and Suarez, which did not work. Then, for me, it felt like a power struggle in 2019, because Valverde did not have much hold again. It looked like it was the players just running the show because they switched to their normal tiki-taka back again. And then against Liverpool, which Camp Nou, like I've already called them yesterday, Camp Nou merchants, they did well. And then Liverpool just spanked them in the second leg. And look, Messi was great. He was good in the first leg, but in the second leg, in a neutral stadium, away from fans, this dude did not do that much in Anfield. Okay, he didn't, because he had a chance, he missed it, and Fabinho got a yellow card and still did not get a red card throughout the entire match. And then in yesterday's game, how the manager plays 4-4-2, the same formation that made you lose against Roma. We all know, by anybody with half a brain knows that Bayern Munich play with a high line. So you use your pacey players like Fati and Dembele to go in behind. And nothing. He didn't. He played some slow players like Arturo Vidal, who that comment was going to bite him in the ass. Look, Barcelona, they need to start. First of all, you need to start from the president. Okay, I don't know when the election is, but they need to get rid of
No,
him.
it's
Then
in a year's
after
time.
that,
So he's staying for at least another year.
sorry, then they can't do anything for another year because it starts with the president, then the mentality. Because let's be honest, Tiki Taka is dead. Okay, I don't even think Spain plays anymore because that's how dead it is. It doesn't work anymore unless you are wasting time after being like 4-0 up. Okay, play Tiki Taka, but it's dead nowadays. It doesn't work. Okay, you know because them bringing Kike Setien and saying that you play our style of football. Newsflash, it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work, and that's why I say the fans still need to get the blame because blaming it all on Valverde. Okay, look, I'm sorry, but for example, I actually praise Real Madrid.
Wait, let me ask you just clear because we need to get to other people. How do they react from this? Do you think that they can react from this, or do you think this ends the Messi? Did this match end the Messi era?
It ends Messi era. I'm sorry, it does because I don't see them doing because these players individually are actually good. They are very good, but for some reason when they come to Barcelona, they are shit. Why is that? What is in the coaching? We all know that Barcelona's defense has been shit for years, and yet no coach, no nothing, no buying any new centre back has changed that over the years. Nothing. So look, it starts from the coaching staff. They need to, some of them need to get out, especially the ones in charge of defending. Look, this kind of stuff cannot be done in a year or two. It takes like for me 5 years. They might win La Liga in between because Real Madrid to me are still not that strong, but the Champions League will take a few more years. Sorry.
Mo, talk to me, man. What the hell happened?
Hi, everyone.
Go for it. Talk. Yo, Mo.
Yes, I'm here. You're talking about.
Look. That's I'm sorry. You see, guys, please, man, don't come in here with a brick mic, man. Please, don't just come in here with a brick mic, man. Come on, please.
It's not that. It's not that. He's speaking.
So what's it called? I am Ham. It's been a while.
Hey, I am.
Talk to me.
Yo,
Barcelona.
HH. This is what they call a poetic justice. This could not be written by anyone. No one, bro. This is mad. Barcelona 8-2. And I thought, 7-0 was bad. 8-2 in one match. 4-1 are off, bro. I don't even know what to say. Barcelona, oh my days. I told you guys, I said one of them has to go. Because they had no business losing that league to Real Madrid. No business at all. And then what do these guys do? They're like, oh no, it's just UEFA Champions League. We can get through this. We've learned our lesson. Did they? Did they really learn their lesson? No, they did not. What they did is they went into the Champions League and they should have lost against Napoli. They should have lost because Napoli created better chances than Barcelona in that match. It's just that Messi completely destroyed. What was this guy? I forgot his name now. I don't even care about his name anymore. Koulibaly. That guy was bad. Okay.
Look, my friend, talk about 8-2. Talk about 8-2. Don't give us a whole thesis about your life, man.
But you don't understand how this was coming. It was always coming. You could see it that Barcelona they're not a team. They're a bunch of, they're 10 guys on the pitch, 11 guys on the pitch. It's not a team. Lionel Messi. I said to you guys, this guy puts on a disappearing act whenever it's a tough match. Where was he? I was watching the match. I didn't see any Messi's on the floor. Like, I don't understand. And your boy Pep, oh my word. How can this guy lose to Lyon? He's losing to Drake. Like, what's going on with this guy? HH.
What? I'm
I thought
Ham.
you said
Yeah,
these
that's my name. That's my name. Don't worry, that's my name.
win. You said these guys were gonna win. These guys just don't know what to do in Europe. You said it yourself. It's gonna be unreal, and some of these guys it was a joke. People like LEP, people like Messi. I mean, I said give Ronaldo. Ronaldo must take the L. I don't even know what Messi must take.
So
Messi
just no wait. Really, so just
to
briefly.
just get it.
Do
Go
Barcelona
home.
recover from this 8-2, or is the Messi era over? How do they recover from this?
No. This is this. There's no recovery from this. There's no going back from this. This is just defined. It's just defined now. It's over. This is what happened. It will never be recovered. Messi can never do anything to take it back. 8-2, 8-2, not 3-0, not 5-0, 8-2. Okay. Apparently, the greatest player that we've ever seen. Apparently,
Okay.
losing 8-2.
Okay, so
You know when
let's just quickly round this up so we can
Hold
round
on.
the
Oh,
thing
quick
up.
question. I am
Wait,
Ham. Where are you from?
Look, easy. No. We have to move.
I'm from South Africa.
Wait.
Ah,
Oh,
that
South
narrows
Africa.
down to
Okay.
Juju, man.
Shout out, man. Ajuj, man. Talk to me, man. Barcelona, how do they recover from this, man?
So I think they don't, but maybe they can try, if they are deluded bad enough, they can try like hearing maybe Pep or some other Spanish coach and keep Messi and try again with tiki-taka and everything, and they will just lose more money and more time. But maybe they will just say fuck it and sell Messi for maybe 80 or something, not for his full price because nobody wants him for that price. And they can start from scratch. And in 5 years, they can be back.
Okay. Munsaha, man, how do they recover, man?
Hey, man. Before I start with this thing, right? Like I pretty much named for this event here, and the name of this event is Lisbon Genocide. I mean, this is like pretty much a genocide. And like one more thing, you remember that last year? This season. After when Barcelona was eliminated by Atletico Madrid in Spanish Super Cup, you, me, and Hazem, we were on the common terms that Barcelona did a mistake by sacking Ernesto Valverde. It was not Ernesto Valverde. If you remember, like many people will say, "Oh no, I'm saying this now." Go back and watch the word. It was like it's 100%. It's not a Valverde's mistake. I mean, at that time, for the season, okay, for the Valverde's mistake was Roma loss, definitely not Liverpool loss, second leg. Okay, and what happened like in this season, the first half of this season, it's not at all a Valverde's mistake. That guy knows how Barcelona board was reluctant in signing defenders, in signing, DMs. They still want to, play with Sergio Busquets. I mean, that guy was crying for replacement for Sergio Busquets for one box-to-box
Valverde was
midfielder.
never the issue. Valverde was never the issue.
Yeah. They sacked Valverde. Who they signed? They signed BTEC Spanish Sarri. I mean, okay, you signed that guy who pretty much relegated Real Betis, and he was sacked in mid-season. Fine. What in your right mind you go with this kind of manager? You could have gone for Laurent Blanc or many managers. You can force Pochettino to come back or something like that. You must have tried. You must have gone for Allegri if you want to go for the manager, right? There's plenty of managers over there on the market. No, you went with this guy, bro. I mean, let's be honest, HH. Like many people predicted like Barcelona is going to win. In your what right mind you predicted this fixture Barcelona is going to win? Okay, we never expected Bayern Munich to trash them like 8-2, 8-1. No, okay, but we all knew that Bayern Munich is going to win 4-2, 4-1 by this kind of margin. and you predicted Bayern Munich to lose to Barcelona. And let's be let's be honest.
He did, man. Do something, man. I thought Messi would be the difference, man.
Hatred.
You thought. You see, you thought.
Hatred. People like you with the footy IQ of 200 predicting this kind of shit. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Whoa. Relax.
I told people that, like, people don't understand. Connect the dots. Wink, wink. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, but
how can we see you wink? You're wearing shades.
That's like, shut up, man. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, man. So for me, look, man, this is pretty much you have to blame manager. I mean, this is managerial mistake, bro. You cannot, bro. This guy was so confused, man. This guy was playing, with Arturo Vidal as number 10. Bro, this guy's never played number 10. He's not technically that proficient to play number 10 position. Okay, then you're using him as a left midfielder at the same time. You're playing Sergio Roberto as RCM right midfielder, and then on top of that, you have no pace in your team, and you pretty much bench players like Griezmann, Dembele. At least start one of the natural winger, Ansu Fati. Come on, this is like a technical error.
So do they? So take your Real Madrid bias out of it.
Yeah, of course.
Do they? Is this the end of Messi and Barcelona, or is there one last hurrah? Or do you think this result ended the 11-year run?
No, I mean, this is gone, man. Like, if you mean about Champions League thing, I mean La Liga situation. I mean, league. Yes, they might come back, but not in Champions League. I mean, this team is not ready for Champions League. Look at PK gone, washed. Yeah, I mean, the guy Jordi Alba is dusted. Then you have Busquets. Oh my God, the guy's crying to be on bench, man. To retire, sorry, not on the bench as well. Then you have Arturo Vidal. I mean, another Bayern reject. Okay. Then you have like Suarez gone. I mean, come on, how many players I should name? Bro, this team, like, come on, this is not what Barcelona we used to watch, man. At least what we know from Barcelona is that they are really good in replacing players immediately. For example, they replaced Alexis Sanchez with Neymar. They replaced this player David Villa with Luis Suarez. That's okay. I mean, we know. I mean,
okay,
wait. This is a big mistake for Barcelona.
So, guys, let's just quickly touch on everybody and just quickly round off. So, what's it called? Red Devil Studio, man.
Yeah. Just quickly before I go into the Barcelona thing, just on the last thoughts on Pep Guardiola. So literally 10 seconds. The guy this season, okay, lost to this man in my profile 3 times. Okay, 3 times in one season. Okay, he lost to his assistant manager in a semi-final. Sorry about the card.
Wait, Red Devil, please don't tell me you're trying to make a point that I'm hoping you're not trying to make.
I'm trying to make it. Sorry, there's some drag racers in the background in my plan. Sorry about that. He lost to an assistant manager. Okay, in Arteta in the semi-final. He bricked it against Chelsea, against Lampard when they were trying to do something against Liverpool. He bricked, and now he loses against Lyon. I'll just leave that with you guys. What does that say? What does that say about our manager when he stumbled so hard this season? I'll put that to one side. Regarding Barcelona, like, I had to make notes because I was so angry last night. I'm not even a Barcelona fan, but there's just so much and there's so little time. So I've got a few bullet points and I'll be quick. Number 1, forget about all the restructuring. Forget about all the, oh yes, they need to restructure, Etienne, the board, blah, 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 blah. There are teams that have less money. Okay, Bayern have not scored 8 in one game against any other team up to this point. Not in the Bundesliga, or the Champions League, with a far less budget. Okay, so at the end of the day, there are still 11 players on that field that represent Barcelona Football Club, okay, and have to give their 100%, irrespective of all these other factors that we're going to talk about. And the reality is that all 11 players on that field, bar with maybe the exception of Fati, possibly when he came on, absolutely and totally disgraced the Barcelona badge from top to bottom. Ter Stegen, who's been actually really, really solid, put his team under immense pressure by his distribution. The whole game was absolutely...
But that's what he gets told to do, though.
The back 4 need to retire. That's the same back 4 that conceded 4 goals at Anfield. They've now conceded 8 in Lisbon. But they're going to concede. Is this like double, multiples? So 4-8. So next season will be 12. Is that how it's going to happen? So 12 against and against the week. 12 against Lyon next season. Is that what's going to happen? So that entire back four needs to change. Busquets, I've said, should be retired ages ago. Like he shouldn't be playing for Barcelona at all. There's what protection? Your DM, you're supposed to protect your back four. What was he even in that game? What protection? He was just walking around, just stalling. Vidal, enough said. Suarez, great finish, but frankly, he's finished. De Jong, still a young player, but frankly, not worth 400k a week.
No.
Make matters worse.
Francis De Jong.
To make matters worse, you spend 240 million on two players that are on your bench in Antoine Griezmann and Dembele. Dembele on that field. And you spent another 120 million on a player who's playing for the opposing team who scored 2 goals for Coutinho. What kind of mismanagement is that? And assist. And lastly, I want to assist. Sorry, you're right, Gatlock. And lastly, just on Messi right now, I'll just quickly go into the structural things. Messi is the captain of Barcelona Football Club, and Messi's performance yesterday was absolutely disgraceful. I'm not here to say I believe Messi is the best player in the world, most talented player in the world. But there are other attributes just to a footballer than just your talent as a footballer. Mental things, leadership skills, psychology, etc. There are other attributes. And his attitude in that game as Barcelona captain was absolutely disgraceful. You lose the ball. Yeah, I know Nasser was saying, oh, he's always done it, he's doing it, etc. Okay, yeah, but the circumstances are different. You can do that fine when you're balling it against Napoli and lose the ball. That's cool. When it's 8-2 and you've got young academy players, young players on the bench that are freaking showing more passion. I think it was Pig I saw that when the camera, he was kicking the chair, being like, what the hell is going on? When they're showing more passion, when they're looking to you to be like, mate, come on, help us here. And you're like, you know what, I can't be asked. I'm just going to shrug and lose the ball and walk the other way. Mate, strip him of the captaincy. Strip him of the captaincy.
Do you sell him?
Give it to him or someone else. Would I say no? Well, going on to structure things. I mean, fundamentally, Bayern Munich, the whole structure of Bayern Munich, because unfortunately, because of this pandemic, the situation that we're in, the season is going to be starting in September. Barcelona sacked their manager, possibly Abidal, who's a sporting director. Looks like he might be going as well. So now you've got a situation where in essentially 3 weeks, you need to find a new manager, possibly a new sporting director, and get reinforcements before the Liga starts. Are Barcelona organized enough to do that? Of course not. So they're going to start next season essentially more or less not so dissimilar to this season, aside from the fact that Pjanic is going to be playing in that midfield. Let's be real. I don't think Barcelona are making multiple big signings. So they're going to go into the La Liga with the same team, potentially, and into the Champions League. And we're expecting them to turn things around. Would I sell Messi? Well, fundamentally, because I heard a thing like Xavi. I think they're saying that Xavi is interested in someone coming in. Xavi shouldn't take that job. And frankly, Xavi going into that dressing room is just going to body up.
He rejected. Xavi rejected. Yeah.
Good. If that was the case, you don't want a body who's going to body PK, body Busquets, body Messi, keep the old guard there, keep the old guard happy, when you should be focusing on youth coming through. Okay. Ultimately, as I think that's what Messi said, Messi, the sad thing now, round off here, so I know what's going on. The sad thing is, and I was seeing this noticing on Twitter after the game, when people were defending Messi and it's not his fault and all the bricks and all the rest of it and stop it and what he's done, blah, 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 is that this is a situation where a player is now the club. A player is now the club. Under normal circumstances, you'd say, right, okay, well done, or maybe play a lesser role or back or whatever, or let's think about other people for a name or etc. But we're in a situation now where Messi can do whatever because he is essentially Barcelona Football Club. And the whole system of Barcelona, top to bottom, and I'm including the fans in that as well, have to realize that if they want this club to get to where it needs to be, they need to get a young manager, someone like a Nagelsmann probably, to work with youth, to redevelop, to restructure, and take that team forward. But if they want, if they just want to make Messi's last years memorable, and that's what they value, not Barcelona, but making Messi's last years memorable, then I'm sorry, Barcelona are not going anywhere in the next 5 years. I've said my piece.
So let me just hit this super chat before we get out of
speech.
it. Easy way. I need to hit the super chat. I need to hit the super chats. So from Mohammed, who says Edison sucks, Allison better than Edison. Tite knew it. Harsh, but maybe true for now. Omar Suarez says Messi coward, won't leave. Edison tier 1 break. Easy, relax. Mohammed Marjan. Oh yeah, also to try and win Europa. Don't be rude. Don't go there. Don't go there. From Yasser side, who says Rakitic is their best midfielder, yet they played Vidal. Shake my head. I found it shocking that this dude played Frankie de Jong ahead of Rakitic, who has scored in a Champions League final and has been part of a treble-winning squad.
Actually, you're wrong. Actually, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. You know why? You know why you're wrong?
Nah, screw that. If Neymar lost to Atlanta, he would have been crucified. Messi was absolutely trash. One of the worst players on the pitch. Damn. From Kule Axel, Javi and Puyol were true examples of Barcelona captains. Messi, you're getting slated, bro. From Machine, who says, oh God, glad the Messi GOAT narrative has been well and truly buried. Next up, doing away with the equally idiotic, the most talented player of all time nonsense. Machine, you are a bully. From Alex One, Eggboy Hero, Jason Ping, PD Core, and now Wesley, #pain. Jesus. And from Band Fan TV, who says, when Muller plays good, Ban plays good. It's the reason Kovac got sacked. He benched Muller and the whole team played poor. Love what you all do. Band Fan TV, thank you, and love what you do, man. Keep doing you, man, and well done to your boys, man. Your boys could go all the way. Guys, thank you for joining in this stream. We'll be back tomorrow. So maybe the 11
can I ask something before you go?
Man, let me land. The 11 p.m. Hangouts will happen tomorrow. So again, 11 p.m. we'll just talk about. So basically, 11 p.m. we'll be previewing the semifinals. We'll be previewing, but from 10 p.m. hopefully, if it finishes the 90, we'll be doing the Sevilla United post-match and Red Devil. If you can join me for that, that would be great. Unless you're doing your own one, but if you can join me for that, for the United Sevilla one from 10 p.m. immediately after the match finishes, we will review that with a Q&A afterwards, guys. #org flipping reality, man. What a flipping. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out. Peace.
One question.
Get access to my blog, get access to exclusive videos, and also get access to the podcast, to the Saturday and the Sunday Hangouts. Head over to patreon.com/halfwop to gain all these goodies while also supporting your boy HH.